Welcome to this final broadcast following two supernatural investigators. Watch as the fallen photographer Ben O'Reilly and truth seeker Matt Steele fight to maintain their sanity and life in a dangerous standoff between their secretive supernatural confidant Ulysses and the overconfident but quick to anger Patrick Wells. How will they fare in this final push to save Manhattan?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Unlucky Ones, episode 4, the only podcast on the internet that has a weird obsession with broccoli. My name is Ryan, and I play a character named Matthew Steele. And my fun fact about Matthew Steele this week is that he, on top of the horrific things and the fears he'll undoubtedly develop from this, he's terrified of heights. Weird thing to be afraid of, but then again, in the 20s, like the highest most people got was like 40 feet off the ground. And so one time when he was little and New York's skyline was being developed, he kind of went with his father to one of the construction sites because his dad was an architect. And as he kind of looked out over the city, he felt sick and almost fell off the building. Since then, he refuses to go on high rises. He refuses to go on ships, even if they're too big. So yeah, he's terrified of heights, and it's probably the only thing that scares him more than Cthulhu monsters.
At least to me, I'm Peter, and I'm playing Ben O'Reilly. Ben O'Reilly's a photographer. Has lost his camera, but my fun fact for
He's lost.
this episode is that Ben is he's not really he's like a photographer, but he's got a background in some chemistry, and he's better than the average Joe. So if he had went to college for that, I'm sure he'd have done pretty well.
Instead, he chose to be a struggling photographer.
And he found the dark arts.
The dark arts.
So I'm gonna go back real quick. I thought you were gonna talk about broccoli. That's why you said it.
Nope, no. Everyone just gets to live with the fact that they listen to this podcast and they're gonna wonder how we're obsessed with broccoli.
It's got
And you'll figure it out.
Pretty good
You'll
with fiber.
don't worry, you'll get it as time goes on.
Okay, I accept this. So my fact, or it's gonna actually be a quick fire facts, because we're gonna play a game called How Well Do You Know Your DM?
All right, are you gonna put game show music here?
Yes, I am.
All right.
So so I've got like about five-ish facts, and depending on how much I like you guys at the end of the five facts is how
Is this
many
like
we'll
a
do.
who can answer first?
Yeah, and everyone who answers first will get a D10 of luck.
So I
I'm
know
at
we don't have
disadvantage.
buzzers, but so we could raise our hand
Yeah.
and add buzzers.
You can, I was gonna say, you can raise a hand, add buzzers, or you can just go, hey. That way I'll know when you say it. All right. So, my first question is my what I like to call my favorites. So, what is my favorite game series? Okay, Ryan.
All right, so there's a lot of options, but I'm gonna go with Dragon Age.
You're gonna go Dragon Age? Okay, that is incorrect. Peter, would you like to take a guess?
Dark Souls.
And that is correct. That is the correct
It
answer.
was one of the two.
Yep. So good try. So that'll be a D10 for you.
Luck.
Yes,
No,
D10.
it's health that you lose.
Oh boy, I need a D10 of hell.
Okay, question 2. What is my favorite story? It could be, typically it's book related.
Pass.
Pass.
See, this is why I had a couple, just in case. Favorite book or story that, quote unquote, related, was originally Lord of the Rings, and then had just recently switched to a book series called Dune.
Yeah, I would say there was no world in which I knew the real answer. Lord of the Rings was my only guess.
If you guessed that, I was going to give you the D10. That was the caveat to that one.
Well, because I was like, he reads a lot of books, and he reads a lot of not books that I've ever heard of.
So, for everyone that's listening, I have a bunch of tattoos. This is both a guess to both of them. Which is my favorite tattoo?
Is that why the hoodie?
That's why the hoodie is on today. Yes. So you can't just look at my tattoos.
My first, sir.
Okay,
Is it
Peter.
the one with the fox, little firefox looking dude?
Ah, there you go. Yep. Which one of the two though?
Um,
There's two foxes. So which one?
I'm gonna guess the red one.
Nope.
Damn.
So by
the
default,
blue one.
the default goes to Ryan. Yep, you get a D10 of luck.
So I was gonna say the dragon that I watched you painstakingly get over the course of like 3.5 hours.
That would have been a good guess. The only problem with the dragon was that I got that one more as a like I enjoyed seeing it. The other one, the foxes have more sentimental value, so they sit on more of my like actual
And
favorite.
dear view, if you can guess how many tattoos I have, I'll be surprised.
I can.
Well, you can, and anyone we
can
know
see 'em.
can.
Anyone who can see you can.
The answer is probably not what you imagine.
All right. So, last question, or
Got it.
maybe second to last question. What is my favorite fantasy monster?
Mind flare.
Ooh, that's a good guess. I'll give you the points if he can't actually get the right answer.
I think I know the right answer, but
Okay, Peter.
Oh, like it's Cthulhu.
That is basically what a mind flayer is. But what's your second guess?
Dragons, probably.
Dragon? Okay, mimics.
Really?
Yep.
You're just pulling out all the lies.
They're lies.
I, in
Okay.
fact,
Well,
never heard him say that.
If anyone is curious, my Discord profile is a mimic head person
Yeah, it is.
for
isn't it?
that exact reason.
I know the name. If you guys want to find out, you're gonna message me.
No, it's a Patreon only.
Yeah, you could message him at 7.
So for the mind flayer, I'll give you a D8 of luck. Okay.
Damn, bro. Matt's gonna have 100 luck. You'll blow it all. 80.
And Ben still has 4.
I'm at 90.
I don't need luck where I'm going.
And
Matt can find any objects just by looking for it.
that concludes. How well do you know your DM? So
Thanks for watching.
what you guys learn? Not very much.
I've learned that
I've
Ryan
learned-
and Michael are close.
I've learned that it's time for us to take a trip back.
to the 1920s. So, welcome back to the 1920s, where we have two wonderful investigators slash photographers who one of them is now afraid of photography, has one arm, not no arms, one arm, and the other one is currently learning how to aura read correctly. And it all
Don't forget that we started this session, or we ended last session planning a felony.
well, felony is a relative term. Depends on who
I
you
don't think it is. I think it's a strict legal term, actually.
It's for the greater good.
So, but yeah, so you, I believe, had just started the planning process, right? You just finished talking to Ulysses.
Yeah, we were going to go
And-
meet Jackie to get the uniforms, give him his key back. Although I guess we might need it in that break into the police station.
So,
You're still missing an arm.
yeah, so you're missing out, but you are out of the hospital. Your major wound is gone if you haven't got rid of it already. Matt didn't have a major wound, so I'm just gonna pretend like I'll just pretend like it was
Because
normal.
Matt's indomitable.
His indomitable human spirit. I didn't steal that from anything, I promise. So let us go. We'll just say Jackie dropped off the things at your
okay,
apartment,
easy-
so
even easier.
you two can talk on the way there, or if you want to just fast forward to the.
No, I feel like talking is probably smart.
It's like an audio podcast.
So I'll be like, yeah, so Matt will kind of throw on the old uniform. He'll take off the signature brown coat and kind of throw it off to the side there. And then he's going to look at you and go, all right, Ben, there's going to be one problem here. You're missing an arm. And I think they would notice any officer that worked there that was missing an arm. So what's your plan to deal with that when someone inevitably asks?
Just ignore the subject.
You're just going to like walk
I'm
on?
just gonna keep going.
Okay.
Or I'll go to HR.
Get bullied.
You're gonna report Pat Wells to HR.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he'll kind of like
that is a tough. I could be the janitor.
gonna look over at the two police uniforms that Jackie delivered and go, yeah, I don't know about that one.
The trainee.
That could work. But I do think it would raise the question as to why we accepted a trainee with one arm.
You're very inclusive.
What's your
Department.
strength stat, Peter?
25.
25. Okay. So I was gonna say you could play off the fun idea that he's super buff or something, but actually it's really bad.
I'm actually not super buff.
I think our best, maybe our best bet is just to deal with it when it gets there. Yeah.
Just don't ever reference it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in and be like, check out my buddy. He's got one arm.
Ain't that cool?
Either way, we gotta go. We're going to get the necklace from the police station. Well, look for the necklace in the police station. I made a list. Hold on.
What if it's at his house?
I made a list of things we have to do. Here it is. Goals.
Why would you keep
Goals,
evidence
future goals.
in the office?
So we need to get the necklace and then meet with Ulysses to go to the Spire so he can destroy it. And thanks to my fun reading of his aura, I know that is in fact what he is trying to do.
Is that what you were doing? No, you were just staring at his eyes.
I don't know if you were here for that.
I was.
I think you were.
He was not there. You were in the hospital at that time.
Anyway,
So off to the police station.
yeah, I think we're gonna gear up our little disguises there. If there's anything we need to roll for that, and then we'll head over to the police station to try and find this fucking necklace.
Yes, there is a disguise roll, and you both get a advantage dice.
So I got a 25, but I just have an unnatural amount of luck, so I'm going to go for it.
I wonder how you got all that luck.
I got a 37, and I don't have an unnatural amount of luck, and I don't have a high skill of disguise, so I fail.
Okay. So one fail, one success.
So yeah, Matt, like, you get the vibe that Matt has done this before.
You get the vibe the one arm is really noticeable.
Like, it stands out a lot more.
Yeah.
So Matt will kind of like, fluff the police uniform, kind of
Have you
button it,
suit that? Suit.
and he'll be like, in a different life, maybe. No, he'll button up, he'll throw the little cap on, and then he'll turn around and go, yeah, maybe this won't work so much after all. As he sees Ben's like one arm kind of drooping to the floor, the missing arm, and then like the shirt's like pulling down the side of his shoulder because the arm's not there to hold it
We
up.
can tape a mannequin arm to the bottom of the sleeve, and then it looks like there's two arms.
Do you have a mannequin arm?
No, but we're already committing an atrocious act of crime.
Since you brought it up, you get to make the luck roll to see if you have a mannequin arm somewhere or know of one.
Matt's like, oh, hold on. Let me go check my weird room. You still have to roll it, but
I don't.
I got a right. You got your right arm though, huh?
Oh, it's the other.
We had a left arm, we didn't have a right arm.
Ah, well, I usually operate best with no plan. I don't know if that's also the case for you. So it's up to you.
Well, I
Either
could
try to
just
prepare better, or
I could just play as myself.
So you just want to be Ben? Actually, hold on.
Yeah.
If you are just Ben poking around and Pat Wells doesn't shoot you in the head or something outlandish like that, that might give me an opportunity to like.
Me with a missing arm is definitely going to make him not want to say that he did anything.
Yeah, as I'm saying, maybe I could sneak around. Kind of, it'll help me be incognitus. It'll help me.
It's a word.
I start taking off the uniform. That does not look right on me.
Yeah, so I think the plan is now Ben's going to provide a distraction to help Matt sneak around because Matt's not very good at that.
Okay, I accept this. So you guys head off to the police station. I assume a little bit later in the day, right? You don't want all the extra cops there.
Definitely before they start to close, considering what happened last time. But yeah,
I want
definitely.
witnesses.
Well, probably like mid-afternoon, like we'll say 3 p.m.
So like when people are still out or leaving for
Yeah,
the day,
like the
but
morning-
they're still there.
The morning shift guys, like the ones that are like cutting out early, they've already left. But the guys that are going to stay till 5 to try and prove something, they're still there.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect. So yeah, so you'll show up. I believe Ben, you're gonna have to make me a sanity roll.
That is a pretty good distraction if you fail.
Oh, 11, which is underneath my sanity.
So it was a success.
Success.
Okay, excellent. You lose one sanity. But continuing on, so Ben, you see some people leaving. You see some people on the inside through like the glass pane windows on the outside. What is your plan to distract so Matt can go in?
So yeah, Matt will kind of go, just give me like a, you don't have to go crazy, but like a little window to just like get around the side. Not an actual window, but some time.
So who's at the front desk?
The same receptionist, Dolores.
Close.
Oh, I was
It's
off.
Doris.
It's Doris.
I only know because I listened to the
Dolores.
episode earlier to
My
repeat it.
my brain
Edit it
thought
out.
it was Dolores, but it's Doris.
All right.
No, we face our mistakes like
I got a
men on
real
this
thing.
podcast.
I'm going to go in there.
Okay, so you enter through the door.
I like to report something missing.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, I like to report something missing.
Okay, what are we reporting?
My arm's missing. Someone stole it as I show my arm.
Okay.
I was attacked.
What is this, a fucking comedy bit?
So you
You asked
gotta
for
give me
distraction.
a deception with disadvantage.
It's like a Seinfeld setup.
I mean, I do have a missing arm, if that helps. But
No, that's why it's a Seinfeld setup, because it's true.
37, which is just a half, so it's extreme. Sorry, it's a
Just
hard.
a F, so
It's a hard.
extreme.
hard,
I'm glad we all
Success.
don't know how words work today.
hard success.
So, you walk in and you said exactly what?
My arm's missing.
Oh my God, who took your arm?
I don't know. We gotta find him. So I'm reporting it in.
Okay, I will. She stands up and goes, "Do we have any available cops to help this man find his missing arm?" And we'll say, because it's a hard success, that you can get a majority of them to come over there to talk to you.
So, what does Pat Wells look like again?
Pat Wells is an older man, stands about 6-ish feet tall, bald, or not bald, but like clean shaven. I think it's called crew cut.
So
Um,
wait, he's crew cut like short hair, or like he's bald and he shaves it down.
no, like crew cut, like really really
Oh,
short
so he
hair.
looks like he's in the army. Okay.
Yeah, kind of. Well kept. He's like mostly fit.
I didn't get a really good look because he hit me, but in the head. But the this person that attacked me was like well kept up, kind of a crew cut, 6 feet tall. I didn't quite get his face though.
Okay, so uh, they'll swarm you with questions as you do that. Do you have anything else to do?
My character will go into auto mode and answer any questions revolving like what I can think about my arm missing.
Okay, so we'll go down a list of questions. Where'd you lose your arm?
Uh, it was around this block over there, and I point towards like down the Fifth Street. In the direction
Took your
where
arm.
we were running. I don't know. I just gave you the description
Why aren't you bleeding?
because I just went to the doctor.
When did this happen?
It was within the past 4 days. I was unconscious apparently. The doctor told me.
So 4 days ago, you lost your arm, and you want us to find the guy who took your arm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. We will open an investigation. That is not enough for us to run down the alleyway, though.
Well, it's enough to start the investigation. So
Yeah, we start by,
I'm sure the paperwork's a lot for an assault on a man with and stealing their arm.
hence why we have to go back and start the paperwork.
All right, so I'll
So
help you with.
while this whole circus is happening, Matt's gonna try and make his sneak through.
Yeah, you can do it with advantage
Okay.
because he's thoroughly distracted them.
I would say so.
It was a hard success. That's pretty good.
Not quite. Okay.
So I'd like to push this roll.
All right. How you
So
increasing
well,
the
I do have
stakes?
two questions. Well, one question. What do I push the roll and I had an advantage die? Do I lose it or do I get to roll them both again?
That's a really good question. I don't know the answer.
take-
So I'm just
you have
gonna
the book?
say that you can just roll with advantage again. But you have to give me the reason why you're pushing it or how.
Oh no, absolutely not. Yeah, so Matt's gonna take the police cap, and instead of wearing it normally, he's gonna pull it down kind of lightly over his eyes. I think in my mind, the risk is now he can't really see.
Oh, so you're like
So
pulling it over your
people
eyes?
like to hide his vision, but I think the thing that he read about in all these detective novels doesn't really work in real life because it obscures your vision of where you're trying to walk. And so basically, he's hoping to not run into anything while he hides his eyes.
Okay, I'm down.
70 even again, and then with the other one's the only one I get. 40. There we go. All right, so 47
Okay.
or 40 even is a pass.
So like the detective novels, you pull down the cap over your eyes and you realize you don't see well, and then you're like you get past it. Oh wait, I'm good. I'm good. So now you're inside and it's mostly cleared out. Most of the people are up front.
Okay, yeah. So he'll kind of try to loop back towards where he knows the evidence is usually stored.
Okay. So yeah, so you can do that for free. So you'll encounter the evidence door with several like filing cabinet doors and such, and then you're free to go in.
Oh, it's like unlocked. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll cautiously peek in the door and be like,
Okay. So you can give me a spot hidden roll, and Ben, you can make me another deception roll.
29's a hard success.
Fast talk.
Excellent.
99, which
It's not a crit fail.
Not yet. Almost
wait,
there.
but
What's your skill?
it's 75.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so you're close.
So do I want, is it a disadvantage one or is it normal?
It's normal.
I
Oh,
probably
yeah.
want to push it.
Okay. So how are you increasing the stakes?
I'm like, as I'm showing them my arm and seeing how it was cut, so they can get like the evidence in there. Just to actively distract them. I want to like maybe I'll brush on it too much and it'll open up the wound and start bleeding everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I accept this. Go ahead.
Just gonna show it to them for shock value at the risk
Yeah.
of hemorrhaging yourself.
65, which is a normal success.
Number 6. Okay, so yeah, you reopen your wound with no damage.
Oh, what? Oh no.
And they start like coming over, like, oh no, we can help you, and they start like trying to fix it. All right, so with your hard success, Matt, you in there you see a couple things, but what stands out to you the most is a box
That
that
says necklace.
that says gold. Uh,
Close.
with a very big, like almost padlock on it, and then sitting around it are these little idols, kind of similar to what you would see if you were to look at like mountaintops, but with faces carved into them. Kind of like Mount Rushmore, but yeah, and smaller
But,
and
like, smaller,
individual. Yeah.
Okay, so he'll kind of like peek in and be like, "What the fuck? They just have this in the evidence room?" And so there's a box that says gold, and then a bunch of the
The box set is gold, not it doesn't say gold.
oh,
It doesn't just say gold on it.
gotcha. I thought that's what it was.
It is gold.
So a golden chest and a bunch of idols. This doesn't feel like something I should just touch without any preparation. So I'm gonna roll an occult if possible to see if I can figure out what the fuck this is.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm down.
69. Nice, but not pass.
All skills pass at 69. I'm joking.
Yeah, it's an app auto. It's the new crit. Could he push this
I can give you.
by touching the box? But like lightly, kind of like you try to touch a fence to see if it's electrified.
I got you. I got you. Like that little tab. I was gonna
Back
say
of the
you could,
hand pat.
you could do that, or you for like a lot of knowledge skills, you have waste time, which is that like I will just force him to make another roll, and this time it'll be a disadvantage. Um, if you fail the roll, because signifying you wasting time trying to figure it out. Does it
Yeah,
make
so I
sense?
feel like I can.
Or you could so you could touch it, or you could waste time.
Yeah, I
Those are
do.
your
I
two.
do feel like I waste time because it's a little less of a risk. But I push the roll, and if I fail, I waste time.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then if you succeed, it's normal.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I'll do that. 26 is a basic success. I'll use the 1 point of extra luck that I have to to get
Wish I had that.
get it to the hard success that I want it to be.
Perfect. Okay, so you think about it for a second, and then you're thinking back to your conversation with Ulysses and all the things you've ever done, and you're like, yes, it's probably not good to touch these things. The box is probably okay to touch. Um, and moreover, with a hard success, you know that that box is what Egyptians used to keep jewelry inside to keep it safe. So it probably has a very high significance to why it's here now.
Do I get anything off the totems? Like, do I get any information based on the roll, or is it just kind of like they're there? I got a hard success.
Yeah, okay. So the totems depict different types of creatures that are like mythological beasts. So one represents that of Ra, Horus, and then no, just Ra and Horus. I'm sorry.
So there's 2 totems, or there's just multiple of each.
There's multiple of each.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I think he'll. Okay. Well, if the box is like mostly safe, I think he'll just go grab the box.
Okay.
And then, well, maybe grab is a strong term. He wants to open it first to see that it is the necklace.
And it has a padlock in it.
How big is it? Like dimensions?
Small enough to fit in your hand. It's kind of like a cube that you it's similar to like a
Like a
dice
cereal
tray, a
box?
rolling dice tray, and then you just stack them on top of each other. So it's about
Oh, okay. So it's like a pencil box.
kind of, yeah,
Okay, cool. So
just pretty.
yeah, my pencil box.
Mine's gold plated.
I have a gold-plated pencil box.
Okay, yeah. So I think he'll
Choose one.
he'll kind of look at the padlock and realize that he doesn't have the skill or time to figure this out, and he'll be like, "All right, I'm just gonna," and he'll kind of pick it up. And I left my signature brown coat at the house specifically, and so I think,
You mean the one with the trench gun in it?
yeah, that one that probably be good to have. I think what's the least conspicuous? All right, can I see if by chance in this room there's like a briefcase, like it could be another piece of evidence or just whatever,
That is a luck roll, so yes.
like a suitcase more than a briefcase. On a 16, that's a yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, there is a suitcase with whatever you want in it.
Nothing is what I want in it because I want to put this box in it.
Perfect. Okay.
So yeah, I feel like he'll like pop it open. He'll see a bunch of drugs like morphine. He'll be like, I'll just move those off to the side. He'll be like, I need this.
It's actually a lot of money, so you just move it off
Yeah,
to
he
the
just
side.
puts like stacks of cash off to the side, and then he kind of like puts the box in this like suitcase in the other box, pretty much, but something less conspicuous, and he'll like.
Do you want a
it.
third box?
Matorshka time. I think he'll fold it up and then he'll kind of try to quickly vacate before Ben's time runs out.
Okay, cool. Well, Ben's time ran out a minute ago. So
Oh,
by that
boy.
I mean you're gonna make one more fast talk with disadvantage this time.
And failure means that Pat will shoot you in the forehead from across the room.
That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it?
Or give you the double up, you could give me a Cthulhu Mythos roll at normal.
Start speaking in tongues and scare everybody.
Would you give me a hint on if the Cthulhu Mythos, if I fail, would kill everyone?
No, it would
Okay.
not kill anybody.
I thought
I
you were
mean,
saying
maybe
no. I will give you
you
a
in the
hint.
end.
Maybe me, but other people. Like,
No one else would be harmed in the rolling of this Cthulhu Mythos. So yeah, so you can make either of those rolls.
well, as a smart one would probably be the fast talk. I'm gonna do Mythos.
You can do Mythos?
I'm gonna do
Excellent.
Mythos.
So no disadvantage, just a straight roll.
28,
That was
which is a pass.
right.
In
So with your hard success of the Cthulhu Mythos, you start looking around at everybody and realize that all these people are not identifiable. All their faces are currently like opening little pores all over them.
um, can I like reach back to reality? Am I going insane, or I currently am insane? I kind of like look frantic and then back up a little bit, like my face turns white.
It's kind of like a shock.
Yeah,
Just
shock
stunned and
value. Yeah.
speechless.
Okay. So they'll start moving closer to you. And as they do, as their faces start to like drip water and little bits of ooze, what is your next motion?
Um, well, to play into one of my manics, I'm going to be impulsive. And one of my actual, is it a phobia? Yeah, I'm going to start scratching at the wound, being like, and start like being agitated while backing up.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, you back up to the door as they walk towards you. And we'll skip to Matt so we can see what's actually happening. So Matt, you look and you see your friend almost viciously opening his wound in front of everybody, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!" Like it's like gored silence. They're like staring at it in pure uh confusion as they are like, "Do we help him? Do we just let it keep going?"
So, how many people are with him? Like rough
Relatively
estimate.
about 5 or 6.
Seems like enough. So, I think Matt's going to take the fact that they're so distracted to slip out a side door.
Perfect. Yeah, and there's no rule required. You can just step right out
Yeah,
now.
because I feel like 6 people, someone will help him. Like,
You're welcome.
unless we get a Kitty Genovese situation, but that hasn't happened yet, so that doesn't exist.
But the bystander effect does.
Nope, it's fake. Didn't happen till she invented it, or well, I guess she didn't invent it, but someone did.
Someone didn't, and the name did. And their name was Bystander, George Bystander.
George R. Bystander, inventor of the bystander effect. His brother Jonathan Seatbelt invented the seatbelt,
Oh yeah, I heard about
and then
him.
his cousin Michael Olive Oil, as we all know, invented the nuclear bomb.
Which later in the future generations,
Became Butter.
Exactly.
Thomas Airbag came into play.
Right, and he invented
The
the
airbag.
serrated knife.
Yeah, a different thing.
So after a second or two, you snap back to reality as you realize they're patching up your wound, and Matt is nowhere to be seen.
I'm just like, uh, huh. It was, yeah, I don't know. What's the reaction right now? I should say. Like,
Everyone is shocked and scared and also confused.
it's like I'm gonna put my other hand, the one that's not gone, on my head. I'm like, sorry, just, visions of the night just keep coming back to me when I was attacked.
Wow, I like that.
That was really good. Uh, so good, in fact, that I won't have you make any more lying rolls. They'll be like, "Oh no, do you need like a therapist?" Well, we know one really good therapist.
He's the only one that doesn't recommend lithium.
Yeah, he actually recommends deep breathing. Uh,
I'm not ready to talk more outside of like getting this report in, but to someone. But I mean, I'll get his number and I'll call him.
and so they'll give you his number, and they'll be like, "Oh, do you need help going home, or you?"
I need some air. I'm just gonna step outside.
Okay, no one will follow you.
And do I see Matt just go scurrying across? Or
Yeah, I mean,
No, he would have waited
oh,
like got the road
okay.
for you.
Uh,
He'd
Matt-
have taken off the police uniform and everything, but he'd be waiting for you.
And I look at you, I guess, and do you gesture anything?
He's holding a suitcase.
Okay, well, that's enough for me.
What?
he's a deep salesman.
Yeah.
Beg. So,
Okay,
good, buddy.
And I'm gonna walk back in and be like, all right, I had a second. Do you need any more information from me? I need to go home. I think it's a lot.
No, I think we're good.
Okay,
We'll,
thank
we'll
you.
we'll definitely go look for you.
With my arm too. All right, and I believe.
Okay, awesome. So you step outside.
So Matt will go, I respect the commitment, but I don't think you had to go back in.
It would be weird.
Yeah, right. It wasn't weird already.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, he goes, I got the suitcase. It's got, I hope, the necklace in it. I don't know. It's a box in a box. We'll go see what the fuck's in it. I just didn't want to do it in there.
Okay.
And so I think the apartment, my apartment, which seems to be the for some reason our base of operations.
Let's get your apartment.
Back to the apartment.
Yeah,
My apartment might be in under investigation.
shambles.
Under shambles, yeah.
So, back to Matt's apartment.
Yeah, I think Matt would take the police uniforms, fold them back up so you can give them back to Jackie.
Perfect.
And he'll kind of like come back in, or well, once we get inside, he'll just kind of take the box out and slam it on the desk and be like, "All right, you know how to pick locks? Because I don't."
Look at my arm that's missing.
That's what I thought.
Used to.
All right, he says.
If you have a pick lock too, you can still do it.
1%. I was just kind of.
Oh, okay.
No, lying. Gotcha.
I could try.
That's all right.
We can always try.
So I think he'll attempt to.
Is it a normal looking lock?
Yeah, it's relatively normal looking.
Is it? It's not gold plated or anything.
No,
right?
no.
Okay, just the box.
Well, the chest is gold
chest,
and
yeah.
beautiful and ornate with gemstones and all that fun shit. And the padlock looks like a rusty padlock. Maybe not rusty, but a padlock.
You got bolt cutters?
He goes, I got something, and so he'll take the bat and try and just smash the lock off.
That is realistic enough. Yeah, give me a brawl roll.
Fuck no, 96.
All right, so yeah, you hit it, it just dinks off, and you realize it's probably not worth it.
Tough lock. Who'd have thought that this would be the thing that trips us up?
Weird that a blunt object did not hurt a metal object. Try it again.
The rule of all RPGs: if you try again, it gets harder.
Yeah.
So we have all them chemicals in there for your red room, right?
For photos,
Yeah, maybe one of them's corrosive, and we can corrode the lock.
they sit in a metal tray.
And also, the whole room was destroyed.
Well, I mean,
I know that.
even if I had bulk chemicals, it's a metal tray that you use to develop photos.
Yeah, we'll just.
And also, it would dissolve the paper. They're
One of those-
definitely not corrosive.
One of them could be.
Just like a normal like padlock. It's just got like a keyhole.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try to pop it by like wedging kind of like two like tongs or something between the sides, and then like kind of push them in opposite directions. Just try to pop the little pin inside that holds it together.
Oh yeah.
Like some kitchen utensils that Matt might have.
Yeah. Just, I think you probably won't like it, but I think that's part of like mechanical repair because it's just repairing but opposite, and it's not lockpicking. So unless you can come up with a better skill for that, yeah. So mechanical repair, unless you can think of a better skill to use.
Well, Ben, I think this is the end of our road. Defeated by a lock.
Join us next week when they figure out how to open the lock.
Yeah, all the things.
Do you have a crowbar? Maybe you try to leverage it to.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, he was trying to do that. Mechanical repair, if you have a better skill use of that.
I tried to bash it.
I'll have a try.
All right, so mechanical repair.
All right, I'm gonna use my one arm and just push down.
Just the power of body weight.
I do not.
Excellent. So yeah, you push.
All right, so next backup plan.
Wait till it releases.
Pick up the phone,
Yeah.
So the phone rings, and then
connect myself to Ulysses.
and you hear a click, and then on the other side he goes,
Hello? Hey, we got the necklace. Oh, okay, excellent. Did you find the Spire as well? No, that's next. Oh, okay. We might need your help with the necklace. Explain. It's in a box. We can't get into it. But I mean, it's a golden box. What else is it? Okay. I think I understand. So I'm still preparing stuff for the ritual. Okay, we'll bring it. Okay, so you're gonna bring it to me? No, we'll bring it to the rendezvous and you can just do it there. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I'm telling you, be prepared to break a lock. Okay, I don't know if I can, but I will try. You have magic. Just break. You crushed 2 people to death. I feel like a lock is a little bit easier. I don't want to crush what's inside the box. That's valid. If it was that easy to destroy that, you know? With the box? Nah, fuck the box. The necklace. If the necklace was easy to break, everyone would do it. I don't know. They want the necklace to control things. Anyway, I'll see you there.
"All right, cool."
Okay, so problem one solved. Then he'll slide the box off the desk onto the floor.
Excellent.
Should
Okay.
hide that.
Oh yeah, you're right. And he'll get like a carpet and just kind of lightly throw it over it.
Perfect.
So now we're gonna find the
Glass.
spire.
Yeah.
We have two options. Of that, I mean multiple, but I could think of two. And really, it's only one. We can either go back to the police station
Mhm.
and attempt to divine this, like get this information from someone in the police station, or we could walk around New York and hope that we run into it. Or a third option. Because like,
I heard meditating is a really finding myself means finding the spire. Maybe I'll try.
okay,
it.
so you go think about it real
I'm
hard.
just gonna meditate real quick.
If you'll join us this week for Zen meditations with Matt Steele. Question for you
Yeah, what's up?
as the DM. This was a spire that got brought back as a result of a archaeological expedition.
Correct, yes.
And these two archaeologists, I assume, worked for a university. I know we read the dossier. I don't fully remember if it mentioned.
Yes, I believe they did.
So, is it fair of me to assume? Well, can I look somewhere, whether it be library use, if it's like looking through their works, like their published research, or that's really what I'm hoping for, to see if they mentioned where it's on display. So I'm trying to look through a public record or their person or research that they've published.
So I can shed a little bit of extra light on this. There was a museum that was in contact with them, but Ben got himself
I'm
banned from it.
banned from there, so that's
Oh, it's okay if you are.
But that was a lead on like who knew at least.
You ever check your
something.
mail?
I haven't been back to the apartment.
That's right. You went to the
I
hospital.
just got out of the hospital today.
Home. Well, home
No,
being my
yeah,
house.
your house.
Got your arm ripped off and went back to the hospital.
Yeah,
So maybe your apartment.
the mail.
Yeah, the guy said he was gonna mail you something.
Yeah, bills for destroying the display. I don't want to look at that.
I mean, we don't know that for sure though.
Oh, hey, he said I'm gonna send you a bill.
I think he said check your mail in a week.
That's a threat to me.
I mean, that does sound like a threat.
No, I mean valid. That is a fucking pipe bomb.
He killed you for disrupting the
You didn't
museum.
know that guy was Irish. So
Could I use my it would be education or knowledge roll to remember what, like, if they had any signs up about upcoming displays or upcoming exhibits?
Sure, you can give me
'Cause I was in
a
there.
intelligence roll.
Keep overshooting it. It's a 76, which is a normal success.
Normal success. So yeah, there were signs that said specifically like new find in Egypt soon to be displayed.
Now that I think about it, I think they had something that talked about in something from Egypt, which kind of falls in this kind of category.
my only thought or concern is that they've been here for a few years. And so because Wells has been commissioner for at least a few months, but Ulysses says that and the records we read said that they've been in Manhattan since they got back, which has been some time. So it's weird. I mean, maybe that's just how long it takes to process new exhibits, but I don't know. I guess it's worth going to look for me.
Oh, do you want to do that?
You want to split up, Ben? That always
you-
works well for us.
We haven't done that yet, actually.
We haven't done it this episode.
Yeah. So yeah, let's do that.
So where do you want to chase down? You probably have the most sympathy in the police department, honestly, if you did want to play that route. You can get in touch with Jackie and see if he can help you maybe find a location.
Yeah, I'll try that route.
Okay, and I'll head to the docent.
All right, who wants to go first?
Rock,
Playing
paper,
Rutgers.
scissors,
Shoot.
go. All right, Peter's first.
Peter
All
first.
right, as Matt leaves,
All right, man.
a fist bump with my missing arm.
Best of luck.
Thank you. You too.
Jackie's a
Godspeed.
good guy. Don't get him killed.
All right. So, as Matt leaves, close the door. I sit there and ponder to myself. Maybe I could find the spire if I just tune into it.
Oh God.
Excellent choice.
I would like to do that if somehow. Meditation.
Yes, meditation. So this will be a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Love those.
Yeah, you're really
You want
Going
a
for this.
hard success,
Okay.
and like before, like a spell casting roll, you can push it with if you fail, of course.
Okay.
So
First off is the roll. Well, that's a 36, which you said you need a hard success. So if the requirement's a hard success, is still a success really bad, or is
success is counted as failure. You need a hard success. That's the only success you can get.
but like a straight failure doesn't do anything, right? It's like a spell. If it's like a spell casting roll, it
Yeah,
just nothing
straight.
happens.
Yeah, straight.
It's only if
nothing.
you push and fail that you get the
But
extra.
you also
right?
get the success. If you push, you get the
Success.
the success. You if you push it, it'll automatically succeed. You will just. But if you fail again, you suffer double everything.
All right. You think on that for a moment. I got something for you if you choose to push it. You pushing it?
We love a good time, so probably.
All right. So then I have for you to make this easier the loaded, not really loaded, but I suspect loaded Rick and Morty
Oh yeah,
dice.
these are definitely loaded.
Spec loaded. Okay, friend. So you're gonna push that Cthulhu roll?
And do I need to give and why I'm pushing it or?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
It's
Roll
mysticism.
those puke green dice.
Puke, green, and
You
blue.
need a hard success.
Well, that's a 96.
I said they're loaded. I didn't say for good things.
Yeah, no, they're loaded against me. I can tell that from other games.
Okay. So
Goodbye, everyone.
you tune yourself
Everyone.
into a greater force. And at first it doesn't work. And you are frustrated that it's not working, and you impulsively take another step towards that darker end.
I turn on that white noise.
So 12 sanity is lost immediately.
That's good.
You will spend 11 magic.
So how much? 11.
11.
So I take a point of health.
Okay. So you lose some health. You take 11 sanity loss. What's your new sanity at?
5.
5?
Oh my god.
So your new Cthulhu mythos is going to be 85.
I'm pretty good at this now.
So, almost miraculously, as you sit there and you start hearing whispers and you start hearing like thumping sounds, kind of like over rhythmically beating sounds, almost like something's caught in a cage and it has to hit the cage over and over again to communicate in any way, shape, or form. You get the feeling that you're near a port, somewhere in the city. You're in a port in a warehouse near the edge of the southern side of Manhattan. And with that, you can it just kind of clicks in your head. You know where the warehouse is. You know where that.
Eureka.
Yeah, you have a eureka moment. You know exactly where it is. But then you black out, and we'll go to Matt.
Okay. So yeah, he'll go to the docent.
Okay, cool. So you head to the Museum of Not So Natural History. And in there stands a wonderful docent who is currently piling through lots and lots of ledgers, and he sees you approach and goes, "Oh, hello.
Hello, good sir. How are you?
I am doing excellent. I just finished mailing out all the bills to certain people, and I am ready to
You
continue.
have a lot of those?
I do have a lot of those, actually.
Oh, okay.
I have at least 5 today.
He'll go, well, I'll be honest with you. I have a very particular interest that I'm after,
Okay.
and I think you could point me in the right direction.
Okay.
So I am interested at the moment in Egyptian history,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe there is a spire type object. I've been looking around to try and see. I've heard it's pretty magnificent. I believe the Gorganes were the archaeologist team that found it. So I would like to know if you have it in your nice museum and where I could go look at its exhibit.
So, he says, I can take you to the exhibit. It's not here yet.
No.
More specifically, because I've been sending mail to them, and they haven't responded to me. And I've been trying to get them to bring it in, because they haven't actually brought it in. They wanted to display it. They were cool with it. And then they started getting really flaky. And they're like, no, we don't want to actually give it to you. And then after some time, I was like, okay, well, we've set it up and everything. We were willing to pay them, and they just kind of left me on silent. But I'll take you to the exhibit. Maybe that can help you.
No, that's okay. The Gorganes, you say they stopped responding. Did they? I don't assume they had it in their possession. Were you waiting for them to like release it into your custody? Like, is it somewhere else, and you're just waiting for them to release it, or?
Yeah. So to my knowledge, they were staying in an apartment or some type of like home. I forget what it was, but they kept it in a storage unit that they had rented for a couple of years now. So I assume it's still somewhere in there.
Do you know roughly where about? Maybe I can go speak with them if they're there.
I might if we got the money. No, I'm joking.
Matt's gonna open his wallet as like a moth flies out.
He goes, I roughly know that they had it on the southern side of Manhattan. I just don't know exactly where because, they didn't just share it with me.
Sure, that makes sense. Okay. Well, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll
And
let you know if I hear anything.
you roll a spot hidden roll, Matt.
55, which is actually a pass.
Actually pass? Okay. So as you start to walk out, like you turn and leave, uh
Hmm.
you see him take a piece of paper and quickly write something down on it, fold it, and then takes it and like puts it in his pocket and like not you can tell that just by the success that he made a mental note of who you are, and then you watch you walk out.
Okay. I don't have time to tangle with this gentleman.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'll come back to this later.
Okay, cool.
But Matt doesn't like people noting him. It's not a favorite. Usually those people don't have good intentions for him.
So you will where are you gonna head, Matt?
Um,
Then I'll jump back to Ben.
probably makes sense to go get Ben.
Okay, so you'll head back to the apartment. All right, Ben. So you
Michael.
open your eyes.
Ugh,
You are in your apartment.
what the
What?
So sprawled across your apartment now is fingers, severed
Like-
fingers.
Okay. Well, this is new.
More disturbingly, as you kind of like look, they're all upside down with the cut part facing up, and then you realize that you filled them all with water.
Now,
So sitting on your table is a stack of mail that you clearly brought in, a knife, which is bloody,
someone must have mailed this to me. Yeah.
in a drawn on the wall are symbols you've never seen before, but they look like you wrote something out. And then yeah, that's what you got so far.
I will look at the mail because my psyche can't handle this.
Okay. So the mail is a bunch of junk mail, the standard, and then at the
Sure.
bottom is from the Museum of Not So Natural History.
Taking the bloody knife, ignoring the blood. Just open it up.
All right. You open up the thing, and there's two notes in there, bottom or top. I'm going to give you the option.
Are they color coded?
Yes, one is dark white, and the other one is white.
Dark white. Dark white.
So like eggshell versus
pretty
okay.
much eggshell
I'll
versus
read
like porcelain.
The dark white one first.
Okay, cool. So the dark white one is a bill.
Well, throw it away. All right,
So
next
before
one.
you throw it away, the bill is to be paid in a month, and it is $4,000.
Don't have that. Oh well.
Otherwise, the police will seize all your stuff.
I'm gonna
See
see.
a docent or a mob boss. What the fuck?
We'll find out.
What's the other letter?
The other letter
Or part of the letter.
says for you to meet somebody, doesn't say who. It says, please meet me on Friday behind the police station.
That's suspicious.
And it's signed
fold it
with a D at the end.
Just okay. Well, I guess I will begin cleaning my apartment. I guess. There's a lot of dust in here.
Okay,
Cool. That's got the most fucking candid demeanor in the world about this.
cool.
It didn't happen.
So yeah, you'll start to clean your apartment, and then you hear a knock on the door.
How clean's my apartment?
Not like you started, like you literally made to grab one finger off the wall, and there's like lots, and then you
Alright.
heard the knock.
Who is it?
It's your old friend. It's me, Kyle.
Oh, Kyle Warshnick.
No,
Oh,
Kyle Moore.
Kyle Moore. All right. What's up, man?
Can I come in,
No,
please?
no. I'll come out there in a second.
Oh, okay, I'll wait.
Place is a mess. You know how it is.
No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna quickly open the door and close the door.
Okay, yeah, you step out and close it. Standing in front of you is a man who looks a lot younger than he is in like height. So like his height is like average male height,
He's
and
like a giant child. Is that what you're saying?
he kind of
Okay.
looks very young, like so young that you could probably mistake him as like a teenager. And he'll go, what's going on, man? How's it been?
Pretty good. Sorry. Where do we meet?
Hmm?
Where do we meet?
We met at a park a long time ago. You took my it was a photo shoot for me.
Oh, and I would like to maybe see if I'm going insane again.
Yeah, roll me a sanity roll.
Sanity roll, which is a 5.
Nope. So he goes, so I wanted to touch base with you because I wanted to get my photos taken. Is now a bad time?
Yeah, my one of my acquaintances broke my camera. It's currently getting fixed. So
Oh, I'm so sorry to
yeah,
hear.
it's my, I probably mentioned it. The one my dad gave me. Yeah,
Yeah.
it means a lot. But I don't have another camera. That one's like high end.
Well, with all the people you've killed, it's probably going to pay for itself eventually.
You're taking photos of, yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, the people I took photos with.
Yeah.
And
How many did you kill?
photos, I probably taken probably like 30 or 40 in like the past couple months.
I counted 37.
But people I took a photo of,
Did you keep the fingers?
I keep the photos. I mean, I have copies.
No, no. Did you keep the fingers?
I mean, the photos, there's fingers in the photos.
The
Yeah,
ones on your walls.
I,
The ones you said you would drink from.
That's my finger food.
that's a weird
That's good.
question. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about all the fingers on your wall.
The photos?
No, the fingers.
Yeah, there's photos developing. Wish I had my camera though. I could do
So
more.
he's going to push past you into your apartment.
I won't let him.
Are you sure?
So he looks really young and he's tall.
He does.
Come on, Ben. Fight a teenager.
Yeah.
He's also got long hair.
Oh,
Almost like biker hair.
Oh,
he's got a mom
the
tattoo.
fingers. Yeah,
He's got a
they're
mom tattoo on his collarbone.
they're actually down in Fifth Street.
He's going to continue to push through unless you're going to stop
I'm
him.
gonna stop.
Okay, make me a brawl roll.
Goodbye, everyone.
Back to the lobby.
23, which is a normal success.
Okay, so yeah, you put your hand down and you stop him, and as you do, and your hand passes through him, and you realize that he is now a shadow, and the shadow morphs into that
Hedgehog.
same 6-foot dog.
Mm-mm.
And you hear its growl. You can either run, attack, or go hide in your room. Your choice. You only get one choice, so make it count.
So it's currently phased through me.
You face through it, and then it
Alright.
became corporeal again, and it turned into a dog.
So is it closer to my room than I am now?
No, I'm gonna say for ease is that you could probably get in your room faster than it could.
I'm gonna get in my room and lock the door if it's possible.
Perfect. Yeah. So you enter the room, you lock the door, you shut it, you hear growling outside, and then you hear a cacophony of different sounds start hitting on the door,
I cover my ears.
and you see from the corners of the walls, you hear growling.
Even with my ears covered?
Mhm. It's loud. It's loud. It's getting dangerous too.
I'm gonna attempt to
You feel like if you don't start moving around, it is going to get bad.
I'm going to attempt to go out the fire escape of my window.
Excellent. So yeah, you run over to your window, you slide it open, and sitting out there on its hind legs is that dog, and it starts growling, and you hear it say,
Coming with you? There's a question response back.
he says,
Are you here to hurt us?
it will lunge at you. You may dodge if you wish.
Thinking that it might phase through me again, I won't.
Okay, cool. I like it when people do things that aren't good for their health.
Yeah.
So it latches into your arm and your good arm and bites very hard for 8 damage.
Well, I'm at 5 health.
Good. So you feel an immediate, overwhelming sense of, don't take away the health. I'm sorry. You're about to find out what happens. You feel an overwhelming sense of dread and almost like you have one or two options. With this bite now, your body is either going to be forced off the ledge,
Mm-hmm.
off the fire escape, or back through into your room where all those sounds are happening. If you go into the room, all this damage will be transferred into sanity. If you jump off, I will describe what happens.
So it's more damage on past that 8 I rolled, you rolled, or whatever.
I rolled what?
Whatever I just took, quote unquote, there's gonna be a different set of damage, right? For what's gonna happen next. You're gonna reroll damage.
No,
I
no.
think he's keeping the 8. It's you choose either go back and take the sanity damage or jump off and get the unknown consequence.
Well, I'm at 5 sanity, so I shouldn't take any more. So I'm gonna take the consequence of falling off the roof.
So you jump straight off the roof.
Or build apartment. I don't know where I'm at.
Well, you're in an apartment building. You jump off the
Balcony.
the balcony scaffolding, fire escape straight to the ground. You slam into a somewhat familiar feeling of when you hit the ground jumping out of the other apartment building, and then you're back there, and now there are cops standing around you.
What? What? Do they have their firearms out, or is it?
No, they're faceless. They're like you saw before. There's water leaking out of them. There are holes in their heads. They're very strange. So roll me a d20. And then Matt, you get back to your location, but are meted by not Ben there, and moreover, your desk has been like turned over, and all the shit in there has been also thrown out.
12.
Nothing has been damaged; it's just all gone.
Right.
12.
12.
Okay, 12. So you may pick one of your favorite stats, like your normal stats, and you lose that much.
Like statistics?
Yeah,
like top
statistics like
ones?
strength, con, dex, intelligence, so
So
on.
while he
It
does that,
has to be one of my favorite,
Or your
it would
highest.
Okay.
so I think Matthew comes into his apartment and he's like, "What the fuck, Ben? Is the box missing?" That's the important question.
The box is indeed missing.
Yeah, all right.
This would be intelligence.
Oh, God damn it, Ben. Well, throws on the old trench coat, loads the trench gun. Just kind of like
What would you
pop it in, and then he'll go, you wanted this, Matty. And he'll like look at the cigarette and be like, I don't think this is enough.
So you do see, as you like get your trench coat on and everything, scrawled into the desk is "I have to go home," just over and over again.
If only Ben told me where he lived.
Actually, has his apartment written down there too.
No, I think I know where Ben lives.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So Matt'll, load up the trench gun, and the pistol, and I guess I'll bring the bat. He's strapped, and
Kill some sons of bitches.
well, because the in canon at the beginning, I don't know if I ever said it, but I guess fun fact number 2, he had a spot in the reason he wears the coat is he has like a hollowed out spot where you can put the bat. Then on the other side he put a gun, and so I guess now he's just fucking bulking up. He's ready to go.
So yeah, so you do that and you head off to Ben's apartment. So Ben, you watch as these cops now toss their pistols down at you, and they say, "Do it, kill yourself, kill us."
No, I won't.
And their porous faces, you watch as muscles stretch to make smiles, as they like almost literally come off of their face as the smile comes up. And as you do, you lose 1 sanity.
It's like a countdown.
I feel like something's gonna happen if I say no again. So I pick up the gun and like shaking my hand wobbly, like aim and see what the reaction is.
They don't move. They just start laughing.
And I like shakily shoot, not at them, but beside them. Miss.
You're gonna shoot next to them?
Yeah, but like make it look like I'm shooting them, I guess.
Okay, so you fire. You're intentionally not hitting them.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you fire next to them, and you watch as their heads turn and look at the bullet. I shouldn't turn away from the mic when I do that. But
They get farther away for a second too.
they turn and look away from you, and as you do, you feel like your psyche breaking. So you're down to 3. Someone called it on the ticking clock.
All right, and then I'm like, I don't want to shoot the first one.
Okay, well, before that, I'm going to give your friend a chance to save you. So, Matt.
I think Matt got caught up on the way there. He saw
You know what happened?
Hoagie Way. It's like Subway. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
He got a nice hoagie. He
Yeah,
shows up. He's like holding 2 hoagies. He's like,
Or he got like
"What's the bet?"
he's in New York. He's a New Yorker, so he got like a piece of pizza from a stand,
Mhm.
and then he like folded it in half and put mustard on it.
Okay.
But he's not coming.
Just hear the Philly part, like you put mayonnaise on it. It's suck.
Anyway, our IP address.
Okay.
Yeah, so Matt will go to Ben's apartment, all jokes aside.
With a hoagie.
No hoagie, no pizza.
Um,
He can't eat at a time like this. He's got to shoot Ben.
Wait,
he's
no,
got to
Ben.
help Ben.
Oh, no.
shoot, Ben.
This
So-
is his Uncle Ben.
So you show up to his apartment and his door, and while you're as you're about to like knock, I assume to go in.
Is the door locked, like shut?
Yeah, the door's
No,
shut.
Okay. It's locked. I locked it.
You hear like the sounds of whimpering and crying. Not from Ben. I don't know the voice. And then you hear the sound of a Glock, or a Glock. You just hear the sound of
It is
a
time
gun
travelers.
cock. Like someone's pulled the slide back on a pistol.
God. Is the door locked? Yes, I think he'll jiggle the door handle. Is it
So
locked?
It is locked.
And it sounds like I don't have a lot of time to figure out what's going on.
Probably not.
Um,
I would say you have one action to try.
he'll kick the door open. That's just one action.
Okay. So yeah, give me a brawl.
Is it brawl or strength?
Strength actually.
A 23 is a hard success.
Per-
He's adrenaline pumping, buddy.
Not again.
As he
So-
just shoves his foot through the door.
So yeah, you kick straight into fucking lock breaks as the door flies open, and you are treated to a horrid scene. So in order, the things you will notice. First, the wall is pinned with fingers. Like just rows and rows of fingers on the far wall. In the living room, or I guess since his apartment's like all one, is a woman who is crying, whose head is over the opened chest that you had gotten from the amulet, where the amulet was, while Ben is holding a gun to her head. And you see there's a bullet in the ground, and he's just pulled back the slide.
Okay, so I think, yeah, Matt's immediate reaction, Ben, no! And he's going to, like, run across the room to try and kind of grab Ben's arm.
Perfect.
I
Okay.
know, like, yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
No, you're good. So, you can make me a brawl, and you have a higher build than him, I believe. Yes,
What's
you-
your build?
Is it the size?
It's literally says
Okay.
build. I have a 1, so I
So
get
you
a
have an advantage die.
advantage die. Is this a combat roll,
It is, yeah.
or is this pushable?
This is indeed a combat. Unless you can, I mean, you can push it because we're not technically.
Matt will step in front of it if that's what it comes to.
Okay, perfect.
Maybe not put his face in front of it, but he'll definitely interject his
That
body.
is your push.
Yeah. 23 is a hard success.
Excellent. So,
Or a 23 is the lowest.
you are going to make a dodge.
Ooh, on both of them.
All right. So, yeah, so
80 on both of them.
Yeah.
so you grab and
So fail.
wrestle the gun fully away. You could wrestle it fully away from
Yeah, yeah.
him. Congratulations, you got a new gun.
My gun, no.
Ben, you snap out of it.
So yeah,
and
Matt will grab as he like has the pistol pulled back. What the fuck are you
Matt, what are
doing?
you doing? As I see that he's got the gun and the woman there.
What?
As the DM, I can very accurately tell you, Ben, that you are aware that you caused all this.
Man, what did I do? Wait, hold on.
Ben, what the fuck, man?
uh,
And he'll like look around at the fingers as he's now just processing.
I got the chest open.
Who is this?
The woman is like clutching the amulet to her, crying.
Ma'am, who are you? You don't know?
I'll go grab the
My
amulet.
name is Amelia. He ran outside and dragged me in here.
Okay, that explains that. What? What is that? Can I have that?
She like looks like very afraid at Ben.
So I imagine I've interjected between them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like he's you'll be all right, ma'am. But please give me that.
Can I leave?
Yeah.
She'll drop the amulet on the ground and then she will literally
Ma'am.
start to back out.
Ma'am, I'm not gonna say you can't tell anyone what happened here. What I'm gonna say is give us like a day before you tell anyone what happened here. Go, actually, ma'am, even better, go to the NYPD station. This is lovely gentleman. He's a corporal. His name is Jackson Wilson. Go to him, tell him Matthew sent you, and I'll give her I feel like Matt's like got some signature. He'll give her the lighter. He'll give her his lighter.
Okay.
Give this to him. He'll know who you are. He'll help you. I promise. He's a good guy. You can tell him everything. He'll do the right thing. But please don't tell any other cops because there's more than just trust me.
Okay. I was gonna give you a disadvantage, but you can have a normal roll because at least you can name drop a cop. So roll me a persuasion roll.
Okay. 10 even is a hard, or no, it's an extreme success.
Perfect. So
And he'll even like
She's
offer
so
a
scared.
gentle hand if she wants to be escorted out.
I was gonna say you have calmed her down, and have convinced her pretty thoroughly, at least, to not say anything today, and at least
Or
do so
go
tomorrow.
talk to Jackie if anyone.
Yeah, or she'll go talk to Jackie. So you're pretty confident that that is the outcome of this, as she like shivers and walks out.
And I assume does she hand me the necklace?
She dropped it on the floor,
Oh, okay.
so
So
you can pick that back
after the money fiasco, you got to make sure. Yeah, he'll pick it up and kind of look at it. Probably pick it up with like a handkerchief. Like I think I'll take out one of his rags and
Okay,
like, wrap it
and
up so he's
just
not
pick it up.
direct contacting it.
Due to your aura reading ability, I will give you, just for funsies, a power roll.
Dies.
That way I can give you a little bit of
I'm
information
about
about
to
it.
save you from the
36 is a pass, not a hard one, but a pass.
That's perfect. Okay. So you can tell that this won't work if you were to use it pretty amply because it has to attune to somebody. But you can tell that the person that it is attuned to is nearby.
Ben, we got to leave. Wait, hold on. Is it? Can I hold it near Ben? Is it Ben?
Named Ben.
Oh, okay. Never mind, Ben. Well, we do have to leave, but not right now.
I gotta
I'm
clean
gonna
this
put
up.
that in my pocket.
Gotta clean this up.
Ben,
You're gonna come look.
I don't think we have time.
You're gonna look for me.
I'm gonna look at Ben. What does Ben look?
Ben
I
is
mean, I know what
7.
Ben looks like,
He's
but
definitely distraught. Like,
show me physically what does Ben look like at this moment.
well, he's very pale, probably malnourished, frantic. Yeah, there's a lot going on. He does not look well.
To add to the illusion a little bit, your clothes are all torn. Your hair is half ripped out now. On top of the scars you've already had on your body. Uh, the wound has reopened. Obviously, you had a gun. He has blood splattered on his clothes. The rest of his apartment is pretty much just destroyed. Like, it looks like he came through it with like an angry and active aggression. So that is more what the scene is.
Okay. So I think he's gonna look at Ben. He's gonna go. I don't know if we have any time left.
What time is it?
Closer to night.
He's gonna say, why don't you go in the other room, in your bedroom? He looks at all the fingers. He's like, go, I don't know, freshen or something. Go like splash water on your face.
I feel like it's important. Matt, please roll a sanity roll.
22's a pass.
Excellent. So it's 0 because it wasn't anything extraterrestrial.
We're gonna like shake his hand, shake his like get a shiver, and I'll be like, go splash water, do something to try and calm down. Like 20%. Where's your phone?
Over there by the other fingers.
Okay, go.
They go to the bathroom.
So Matt will go pick up the phone, probably covered in handkerchief.
So first thing first, when you get to the phone, you realize it's already off the hook. It's sitting there. And when you grab it to pick up, you can hear a voice on the other side.
Hello? Hello? Who's this? Who are you? Where's Ben? This is Ben.
That's
I'm talking back.
92 is not quite a crit fail, and I'm gonna push it.
okay. How do you push this?
At the risk of having him either hang up or maybe worse.
He's gonna be like, I did it. She's dead. I have it.
I accept
Criminalize
this.
Ben more.
I accept this.
33 is a pass.
33 is a pass. Okay. So you so he'll go,
Excellent. Bring me her head behind like a police station.
and then the phone will hang up.
Ulysses.
All right, you hear a familiar voice from Ulysses on the other side as he goes,
Hello? Ulysses, it's Matt. Hey Matt. You don't sound great. What's up? No, lot going on. I have the amulet. We have the location-ish of the Spire. Okay. Ben's gone postal on me.
I love Miami.
He's gonna shoot a woman.
I know what these game references are.
Is Postal a game reference?
Yeah, Postal is a game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is.
Postal 1 and 2. Very, very bad game.
Ben's gone hatred on me.
Sorry.
No.
I'll be like, Ben's lost it. He was gonna shoot a woman, and there's a lot of fingers in here. I don't know if that seems like maybe before I met him kind of problem. Is there anything else in the room in particular? And he'll look around.
So there's writing on the walls.
A lot
and
of
then obviously
writing.
blood.
A lot of What? So he goes, okay, make note of what the writing says. I do that. Okay. Does it say it's in like English or? No, it's all in something. So, pen.
Matt will take his pen and draw out the symbols as
Pen
best
will
as he
take his
can.
mat.
Yeah. And he'll, like make them like a copy of them as best he can while he's like holding the phone between his shoulder and ear and kind of like shakily writing.
And I'll be like, I don't think Ben has long left, if I'm honest. I know. Take that writing, keep it in your pocket, and listen to me very closely. Okay. If he is to go off the deep end, that needs to be attached to him and then burned. The note? Yeah, the note you just made. Okay? Okay? That is my advice for you right this minute. Okay, he's meeting someone at the police station? I can meet them instead. I think we should together. Okay. When? Tomorrow. Tomorrow? Perfect. We'll meet in the morning. We can talk about everything we need to. Try to calm Ben down and try to not leave him alone. Okay, yeah. All right, I'll see you then. Okay.
And then the Ulysses will hang up.
So me in the bathroom will be taking a razor and shaving my head.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you can do that.
So Matt will go around the corner to check on Ben.
And Ben is shaving his head while staring into the mirror.
Ben?
It's time for a new cut.
Okay. He'll look at the paper. Let's why don't you go rest, buddy?
Damn.
Like go to bed.
It's not
Nighttime, yeah.
No.
And he looks out the window at the darkness. Yeah, go to bed.
It's light in here. As I scratch my wound.
So Ben, you do have like your cognizance with you still. So like,
You know, a little bit.
so you can still like chat and discuss the case. You know that you're still on this case. And
So
you're not gone yet.
yeah, scratch.
Gone is at 0.
Okay,
Just mostly.
almost there. Very, very close. Where did you see anything in the museum?
Yeah, the Spire's somewhere in southern New York.
Oh, I know where the dock's at.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, not southern New York, I guess southern Manhattan.
why? Was it the curator? That guy's a dick. Why did he send me a bill? Why did he? Is that who told you he was down there?
Yeah, I mean they said it's in storage.
Oh, it could be in like the port.
Makes sense.
Probably down there.
We could have Ulysses meet us there. Well, we're gonna meet Ulysses tomorrow anyway, and then we could just go from there.
You want to check it out now?
No. No, I don't.
Why?
I think we need to sleep right now, my friend.
I feel like everything's a blur. I've been sleeping.
He looks at the bags under your eyes. No, you haven't been. Probably not for a few
I
days.
was in
by
a
the look
coma
of it.
for 4 days.
So yeah, I think Matt will try to coax Ben into bed and then maybe sit up and wait.
I feel like you guys could rest.
Yeah, you can get your 1 point of health.
Okay, both of you can heal 1.
I don't have any wounds, but
Oh boy.
I assume my magic goes back up.
Yeah, your magic goes
It's
back.
like 1 an hour, isn't it?
So just assume your magic is all
Yeah,
there, both of you. And the morning will come.
I don't think Matt slept. If I'm honest with you,
Oh, okay. Well, then make me a con roll.
Ben was knocked out.
he passed.
Okay, good. So you're able to. You won't suffer any like disadvantage for anything.
So yeah, I think as he like anxiously awaits the meeting time, which I didn't guess we didn't really go over, but I assume is earlier.
Yeah. So Ulysses told you to meet in the morning, and I meant to say it. I'm sorry, but the phone
The
call
docent.
guy said to meet it at dawn, or not dawn, noon,
At noon. Okay, so we'll meet up with Ulysses.
relatively early.
Well, I assume I just told him to come here.
Okay, sure, perfect.
Ulysses, come here.
Yes.
Just add that in.
So you'll hear a knock on the door. You'll wake up from your slumber bed.
Is it Kevin Moore?
The signature knock of Ulysses.
Not another. It's the same knock as Kevin Moore.
So Ulysses walks in and looks around, very nonchalantly, and goes, "All right." He's like, "Got that note?"
Yeah, and he'll hand it to him.
And he'll open it.
What's that?
I believe that is your name scrawled in a. He hands you the note back, Matt.
He
Is-
sticks
That
it in
is
his
your
pocket.
name scrawled onto a wall.
My name.
Yes, Ben,
That-
that is your name.
I point to like the symbol or whatever it is that's written on the wall.
And
That's my name.
That is your name, Ben.
Can I read it? Like,
Yeah, you can look at it and it reads Ben O'Reilly.
Like, how's it? Does it look like the language, or do I see it as like English?
You're saying it is English.
Why did I write it my name in plain English on the wall?
Ulysses like smiles and goes, probably because you just wanted to know that that's what this is your apartment, buddy. That's probably why you said it.
I'm probably gonna sell this apartment,
Y-
sublease.
You will. I believe in you.
Where have you been?
Hmm? I've been preparing the ritual, like I said.
Are we almost done?
Relatively, I believe we have something to handle. He looks over at Matt, and he
Yeah,
goes,
so I think Matt's just kind of wide-eyed, staring at the interaction.
I thought you went to
Um,
sleep.
Yeah. Um, right.
Ulysses goes, so,
I would like
oh,
to ask for a sanity roll
okay,
because Matt has come over a washing realization that Ben probably won't survive no matter what.
that's a fire
So
sanity roll.
he's kind of looking at it like he's basically hanging out with a corpse. Like he's never, well, like,
That's morbid.
yeah, he's never, that's what I'm saying. The realization I think is kind of terrifying to him because he's like, Ben is already gonna, not for sure, but it's very likely that Ben's already dead in a way.
Okay,
And so it's like how do you mourn someone who's still standing there talking about their apartment?
sure. Yeah, you can give me a sanity roll.
Not to throw you under the bus earlier or anything, Peter. 89's would fail for sure.
Perfect. 5.
Okay. I get a little
Maybe we could
thing
bunk
from that,
together.
or
Say again?
do I get a little temporary boy from that, or is it
Well,
self-triggered?
if you
So
remember correctly, I will tell you right now. You're going to make an intelligence roll, and
Oh,
if
yeah.
you fail, you are okay. If you succeed, you start to realize horrors.
90 is a fail. I think the morbid coldness of the realization is enough for him that he doesn't connect any bigger dots.
Yeah, you basically say like, "Shit, my friend's gonna die," and then like you struggle with that, but you go no farther.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we can open an office or studio together.
Rub it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
Ben.
Ulysses will say, "All right, Matt, I gotta talk to you for a second," and he looks at Ben and he goes, "Ben, could you do me a favor?
Maybe.
I left my coat in your bathroom. Would you go find it for me?"
I don't think you went in the bathroom.
And he smiles and goes, "I did."
No.
Ben, that's the first thing he did when he got here.
Oh. All right. Let's go to the bathroom.
Perfect. So you walk into the bathroom, and Ulysses closes the door, and he's like, "It might be behind the door," and he closes the door, and he turns to Matt,
There's no jacket in here.
turns to Matt, and goes, "Okay, we have to discuss a couple of things real quick. I'm sure you have questions, so let's start with those."
Not really.
Okay. First and foremost, I didn't know he was that far gone. Second,
Yeah. He's
so he's basically a liability at this point, just as an FYI. If you have the name, and he hands you a knife, which is a crooked and rusty looking knife, basically. Very small though. And he goes, "You will stake that into him with the note if need be." Okay. Do you still have your lighter?
no, actually.
Okay. And so he'll reach in his pocket and he'll hand you a lighter.
Yeah.
And he'll say, "If he goes off the rails, stab it to him and ignite it.
What does it do?
There's a good chance that that will be his only way back out of this hellhole that he's in."
Okay.
Think of it, you ever see some of those motion picture films, those movies,
Talkers.
uh, like Night of the Undead and things like that?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so there are some that have what's called like a version of demon possession. Think of it like that, except the thing that's possessing him is just him, and the name that we have there is just a name of very much power that we might be able to cure him with. It also might kill him, but
Matt will
honestly,
kind of like light the cigarette immediately. Now that he has a lighter again. Uh-huh.
so that is our resort if he starts going out of control again.
Okay.
Okay. Secondly, he looks at the apartment and goes, "He's done a lot of damage very fast, which means that he's probably capable of a lot more. So when we go to this meeting, we're gonna have him lead." And the reason we're going to have him lead is because the guys A should be expecting him by what you relatively told me,
Mhm.
and B, he's probably used to whatever state he is in.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I imagine we want to apprehend the guy because we want to talk about it.
Yeah, I got a person I got to bring along.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I got to get Jackie. I promised.
Okay, then we can go get him.
I mean, he's at the police station, so
It should work out. Yeah, perfect. So, um, but that's it. I have all the stuff for the ritual. After we clear this up, we're free to head that way.
police station ritual.
If that's what are you still down to do this?
Yeah.
He says, looking around, he's like, because I don't think it gets better.
No, I mean we have to.
Okay. And he smiles and he says, "Thank you." And he will walk back in and open the bathroom door and go, "I found it."
Yeah, I don't think you went in here. All I could find is my bathrobe.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
You want it?
No, we're good.
Okay.
So we're gonna go meet that guy you talked to the other day.
Oh. I pull out that. Is the note still in my pocket? I don't think it changed. I pull out the note and I'm like, what his name is. I found this in a letter. I hand it to him. The one that has that D signature.
Oh, okay, the one that says meet him behind the thing.
Does it match up with what?
So he'll pass it to you, and you'll read it, and you'll realize that all it says is that please don't ever come back to the museum again. Sign the dossier, or the docent.
I assume the D was for earlier.
I'm so glad I couldn't laugh so loud.
Yeah.
For all of you that are listening,
Yeah, it says meet up by the
I
dumpster.
just couldn't stop laughing.
Me and Michael were both trying not to lose it.
But so we're gonna go meet that guy behind the police station.
I wonder if he's Kevin Moore. Does that ring a bell?
I mean, it's a name that we've known about, but not found much about.
Felt like
Well, like I said at the hospital, Kyle Moore,
oh yeah,
is
Kyle.
one of the people that were probably watching over the Spire.
I feel like I've seen him younger, but the same height. Does that make sense?
No, but to answer your question, like I said, he should be the one that was handling like the transportation of that Spire, so he's probably near it, wherever it might be. You said you found where it was.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Ready? Let's go.
Let's do it.
I can go for some breakfast first.
So you guys will travel to the police station after maybe a breakfast. And
Slowly eat my eggs.
Hoagie Hero down the road there.
hoagie and pizza, I heard.
Yeah.
It's really good.
A little mustard on the pizza.
You arrive at the police station. So
All right, Ulysses, you take Ben and set up. I'm gonna go get Jackie.
okay, so Ulysses is just going to tell you that you're going to be the one doing the talking. Don't mention us, and we're going to be around the corner, basically waiting. Okay.
Matt will kind of saunter into the police station as he does. And he'll walk up and go, "Hey, Doris, is Jackie around?"
Yeah, Jackie's around. He's actually dealing with a woman who came in, wanted to talk to him today.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go say hi to him.
Okay, yeah. Just be respectful. The woman seemed to be in shambles.
Yeah, I bet he gets that sometimes, huh? And he'll be like, you should you should take a day off now and then and go be with your little one there.
I gotta work because I gotta make the money to afford our home.
Yeah, I know, but when you can.
It's not cheap living in Manhattan.
Yeah. And so he'll go to Jackie.
So Jackie is there talking to the same woman that you saved the other day. And you walk up as she is basically just finishing recap of the story. And she goes, and he told me to hand him this, and has the lighter that you gave her.
Give me that. No, I'm kidding.
Jackie, and Jackie sees you and then says, okay, perfect. And, we're definitely going to look into it. We'll go investigate the house and everything. And he kind of gets her up and, he's like, if you wouldn't mind talking to him for a minute, I have one more thing to do. And then he'll come up to you and go, hey, Matt.
Hey, so now that you're done with that bit of fun there, we got an arrest for you to make.
So he'll hand you his lighter back, your light back.
I'll take it.
And he'll go, okay, an arrest? Is it of what?
No, not that one.
Okay,
that one, if that one comes, it'll be later. Otherwise, the case is yours to report.
Oh, okay. All right. So what is this? Tell me a little bit.
I don't have a whole lot of information. Whatever conspiracy is going on, this guy who's connected to it is about to meet us behind the police station and Matt's going to look at his pocket watch, 5-ish minutes. Okay. So there's another guy, Ulysses, who's helping us. He's already there. We're just going to go join him. And whenever you hear something, or well, whenever you get the okay from me and Ulysses, you can go ahead and make the arrest.
Okay, perfect. So he'll follow you behind the station.
Yeah.
So
Ulysses, Jackie, Ulysses. You guys have heard of each other?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Everyone set on the plane?
Yeah.
Okay, so then, Ben, you are sitting there waiting, and then you eventually hear the sound of footsteps coming from the other side where you guys had avoided being hidden. Also, I feel like you should make me a stealth roll. Matt.
18 for sure passes.
Perfect. And I'm
It's
going
a
to treat
hard
yours
pass.
for everybody's because you're just kind of guiding them with a hard pass.
Hard pass. I'm like, no,
So-
don't, never behind a tin trash can. That makes noise. You go sit behind the dumpster.
So Ben, do you watch as a man in a kind of like almost like a hoodie like I'm wearing right now, garb walk up?
Which is green and like tie-dye splash, just for everyone's
Kind of camp.
knowledge.
Yeah. Except it's not green, it's probably like black and like maybe like shades of gray because he's a cultist.
No, right.
He's got to be hidden.
Where's the purple?
Yeah, well, the purple's with the magic.
Oh, gotcha.
So this man walks up. You can't see his face, but he walks forward and goes, "Did you bring it?
Remind me again what I was supposed to bring?
You fucking dunce! Bring me your head and the amulet. So the two things you needed."
Her head. Yeah. So I might have that, but you chose to pick the location that's next to the police department. So that's a bad place to bring a head.
Perfectly fine. They're busy. Do you have it or not? Make your spot hidden roll, Matt.
Perfect. Exactly a pass.
Perfect. He has a gun.
Like in his hand or just on his
Like
person?
you could see it under like the where his belt would be.
So Jackie is naturally next to me because we're the best of friends.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go on his left side. You said,
Yeah, it's on his left.
like left waistband. He's got something.
And Jackie will just for
Matt will take out his gun and level it at the guy,
perfect.
and hope that Jackie will join him.
Jackie will indeed join. Jackie's a little confused, but he is joining. So Ben,
Hmm?
so he goes, "Need it now. We don't have much more time.
You say it again. What were the two things you needed?
Amulet and the head.
In
I'll
particular,
just take the amulet if
what's the head for?
I don't have to explain myself to you.
I'm just kind of curious.
Listen, this is going to be real simple. The amulet's mine. The head and what was in the head, specifically the brain, part of a sacrifice. I can just use yours, or you can hand me the amulet and I'll walk away. Your choice."
You didn't tell me you were sacrificing people.
All right, and he draws the gun.
So I think Matt will be like, anytime now, Jackie, whenever you're good.
He
I'm
goes.
gonna warn you though, if he gets twitchy, I'm shooting him.
Say again.
See, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna warn you though, if he gets twitchy, I'm shooting him.
As he pulls the
Jackie
gun out.
says, and he whispers to you, and he goes, I don't think he can kill him. He needs the amulet, right? I'm gathering that from this situation.
Yeah.
So he won't shoot him. He's just threatening him. He might hurt him, but
Whatever you think's best for the arrest, I'm giving you permission.
so pointing the gun now at you, he goes, "Last chance."
So you're gonna kill me for not telling you where the amulet or the head's at.
Kill is a strong word. It's more like mortally wound and then drag you back.
You're threatening me with a gun. It's
Did anyone ever tell you a thick-skulled and brave man to even
no.
think about contesting a man with a gun?
Well, I have something you want. So if you kill me, you won't find it.
Very well. And so he levels it down at your leg, and then Jackie will say, "Okay, that's enough. We have to go." So Jackie will take a shot at his leg, and you may do what you wish.
I'm gonna hold that bitch ready.
You gonna hold it?
Yeah.
So Jackie, unfortunately, what I rolled for before is you missed. You rolled an 83. So you hear the sound from behind you, a bullet fly as it misses, and the guy goes, "Fuck." And then he quickly turns the gun to the what I'm assuming is like your well constructed little like hiding
Alright.
spot.
May I attempt to tackle him to the ground?
Yes, you may.
Disarm him.
So
Oh, yeah.
give me a brawl roll.
Ooh,
Here, in trouble.
13. I'm gonna push it with 1 point of luck to a 12 for a hard success.
Yeah, he rolled a 16, which is also a hard success, and he was fighting
Oh.
back, so you win.
That's a sanity. Whoopsies, wrong one. I don't want that going lower.
3.
This is a 2. There we go.
Earns your sanity for luck.
So you as you go for it, you see as he was about to turn and pistol whip you, and you tackle him to the ground, and you start trying to wrestle the gun out of his hand. Matt, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, so Matt's gonna run up now and bat him in the head.
I like it.
Not trying to kill him.
Double tap.
Brain damage is acceptable. No, but he's gonna hit him with the bat.
Okay, perfect.
So he's lying down. Is it a bonus die?
Yeah, we can take all the bonus die. It's like one of those weird moments.
A 1.
One. Crit. So are you trying to knock him out, or are
Yeah.
you just taking him out?
No, he's knocking him unconscious.
Okay, so you think
Yeah, so he'll kind of like run up and be like, "Good work, Ben," and then he'll kind of like He-Man it
4.
over his head, just bring it down, kind of like he's gonna decapitate him if it were an axe, and he'll just like
so yeah,
Lucky.
you hit him in the head.
head
and-
bounces off the concrete.
yeah,
Like,
slaps into the ground.
does the hood come off? Can we see who it is?
Yeah, so the hood flies off, the gun flies out of his hand. He's laying on the ground. It's Pat Wells.
Yeah, all right. Get that from the shithead demeanor.
You had a gun, you lost, you son of a bitch. And I pick him.
All right, cool. You can get a D4 sanity back.
For the fact that you relish in
3.
victory, you're a little more human now.
Yeah.
Human victories.
I'd be like, oh well,
We don't need to kill
how's that for an arrest, Jackie?
Jackie walks over and starts putting handcuffs on. He's like, "Well, I'm more impressed that no one got killed, if I'm being honest."
all in a day's work.
All right, Jackie, I need you to do me one more favor.
Okay.
The other officers, and he'll give him the list of names,
Mhm.
are directly involved. They're all in this conspiracy. I don't know who you trust. I mean, Bukowski's good. Just make sure there's no fires. And
We actually took his gun away.
anyone will give it back. And anyone you trust, you have to go take them down. They're at the apartment on 5th. Once they figure out that it's all falling apart, who the fuck knows where they're going to go?
So we can put them under an investigation and a detainment, but without any other evidence, because this is just him. He's done this. I can detain them. I don't have.
Detain them at least for now.
That's all I can do.
Yeah. And we'll figure it out from there.
Okay, perfect. And
We gotta go.
Jackie said, "Godspeed."
Godspeed, gentlemen. And I'll turn to Ulysses and be like, we should probably move quick.
Yep, I'm down. So you guys, I assume,
Come on,
will
Ben.
start heading towards the warehouse, right?
Yeah, I think we'll just hoof it.
That guy's a dick. Let's go.
So as you travel, basically, because you guys are located mostly in central New York or Manhattan, you will get there pretty much as the sun is setting, led by Ben, because Ben knows the exact location of the place.
This building looks familiar.
Yeah, pretty much actually. And just as a point, you as you're walking around, you are just like pointing at buildings like, I've seen this one before, even though you've never been here before. It's like, not this one, not this one. Let's keep going this way.
Over there.
It's very uncanny for anybody who is there with him. But then you will arrive
They home in.
at a dock, at a closed dock. The gates are like fully closed. You can see that there are a couple cars in there. You can see like obviously like storage containers and such. And then a light coming from a warehouse right on the edge of the Hudson River. I think that splits. Yeah, the Hudson River.
It's very suspicious.
I mean, yeah, it has a light on. It's the only one. So I'll turn to Ulysses and I'll give him the amulet and I go, I think you need this.
And he'll look at it and he'll go, sadly, it looks like it's been attuned to. So and he looks over at Ben.
Why are you guys looking at me?
And he goes, Ben, I need you to wear this.
Right.
So
The necklace.
Ulysses will say to both of you, so the ritual requires a couple things, and I'm just going to go over it now. So when we get in there and all hell breaks loose, if there is any, hopefully there isn't, we all know what to do. Ben, you are going to sadly have to be in front, because you will have to hold that amulet out and pour whatever energy you have, from a game perspective, it's your power, into this ritual. And you'll know the feeling when you just let that feeling go, and then all you have to do is direct your thought to basically kill this thing. You have to direct your thought in malice, and it will die in the 5 minutes it takes to do this ritual.
Will I survive?
Yes, as long as you do exactly what I just said, you will survive.
Hmm.
Because the way the ritual works is that you can, whatever your manifestation of thought is, we're empowering through this to that. And since this binds it, this can also kill it. You can also technically send it to other places. You could enslave it, but generally speaking, just direct all your thoughts of malice at it. That way, it'll be dead, and you will survive. Matt, what we talked about before at the thing still applies, very much so here.
Okay.
Other than that,
What did you guys talk about?
Hmm?
What did you guys talk about?
You said that I needed to keep him off of him, but I assume it's you now.
Oh, yeah, probably.
so
Well, they won't attack me when I have this on, right?
they
It's not
very
them we're worried about.
it's very much a possibility that the thing won't attack, but the people around it
Suspect
will.
Kyle will.
Okay.
Matt,
Alright.
yeah, you're defending. You cool with that?
Yeah.
And then I will be, my hands will be on your shoulders, and that will be, we'll have to cast that ritual together, and I'll do my best to help you in any way I can.
Okay.
Make sense? Matt?
Takes
And-
out the shotgun. Frank's at a good time.
Matt, and the fail safe, as I'll call it, if need to be, you also need to be. I'll
Yeah,
call out, but
I
just
got
so
you.
you know.
We're good.
All right. Lead the way, guys.
Perfect.
Okay. So,
wanna
the
be
gate is locked.
No!
I'll get that woman. She opened the chest. Like,
Yeah. That's why we needed it. All right, Ulysses. I told you we'd need your help.
I guess I can do this one because there's nothing I'm afraid to break right now. But I will say
Brace his fingers.
what?
Brace his fingers.
But I will say if I do it, I
Fingers.
probably won't be able to do it again inside.
Oh, there's only one.
the crate's locked.
No, I'm saying like if I have to help you fight somebody, I can't use the same ability again.
You know what? Just for old time's sake, he's
You got
gonna
the
hit
bat.
it with the butt of the gun.
Brawl.
42 is actually a pass.
Good. So you take
I'm
the
fucking tired of this.
damn lock off, and you can slide the gate open.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me your guys' approach. Going quietly, going
Probably quietly.
Yeah, no,
big
100%.
guns? You big balling it with the trench gun.
We're big
like,
gunning it quietly.
I think, yeah, we be quiet till we're in the position we want to be in.
stealth. Then yours will count for Ulysses, Matt.
Okay. Yike.
Well, did you pass your first one?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're both.
So either we're gonna push together or
I'm
we're-
gonna push it.
okay, then
okay.
I'll also push.
Okay. What are you guys doing for the push
Um,
collectively?
so Matthew never served in the army and has no
Neither did I.
concept of how stealth actually works. However, he feels like if he breaks one of them trench gun shells open, since he got a bunch of them, and wipes the paint like the gunpowder on his face,
You're going camo.
it'll make it harder to see in the dark. Yeah, he's gonna put the gunpowder under his eyes, and
Don't do that at home, folks.
I guess the push risk is that it might burn like hell.
That's fair. Okay, you do that. What are you doing?
Ben's
Ben?
not gonna do that.
Much better, a 4,
Good.
an extreme success.
Good job.
I guess
It really worked.
so what's the layout of like going up in the building? Just open space? Or?
So it's shipping containers, cars. There's lots of like little things you would imagine at a normal port. Hell, there's even like a dock boat.
So I'm going to go through like weave around the cars, but not be as careful not to set off the car alarm of one of the said cars.
You know what? Because you're insane, I'm going to let you do that. And basically, what this is going to equate to is that if you fail, you're just going to set off a car alarm.
Yep. 6, which is a fail.
That's the devil's number. All right. So, but I will say the good news is that you got an extreme. So you and Ulysses are well hidden. So
Bam.
yeah. So you are like, I can't set off these car alarms. You shatter the window to try to turn off the car
So
alarm.
like reach in and turn it off.
You hear
They
the
won't
little-
hear us if I
you
do
hear-
this.
You hear the honking. And you go, and then you see the fucking
So I'll
door.
grab Ulysses and like dip into the shadow.
Yeah. So you guys can hide.
Now face painted.
You hide behind like a shipping container as you shattered the window and the warehouse doors open and you see two people step out.
Armed?
You probably can't tell straight away, but they go, "Who are you?"
Kind of like put the necklace underneath my shirt, so I can't see it.
Ooh, that's a good point, actually. Let's see if they noticed that. That was one. That was two. All right, so one of them goes.
Did
No,
you lose your D100?
no, this is his. I had to borrow.
Oh, okay.
Borrow them. So one of them actually points at you and goes, "What was that? Pull it out."
The car?
No, shirt now.
Pull out my journal.
You see him. You see him turn and whisper to the other guy. You make me a listen roll, both of you.
But those two are me.
You.
All of us. No, I can't hear the car alarm.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No. Okay.
Yeah. I
So
have a feeling I know what it was, though, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So Matt would like to make a spot hidden behind them to see if there's more.
like in the warehouse.
More guards, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
The 46 is a pass.
So you see that there is one more person on the inside of that warehouse, and he is currently standing in front of this large vertical, like, packing box.
The Spire.
Yeah, the Spire, but I can't say that.
Right.
I haven't seen it yet, right?
Right, yeah.
I know it's there.
Okay, I think
Suspension.
Matt's gonna pop out of the stealth.
Okay.
He'll be
Ulysses will not, but
Ulysses will be like, just, I don't know. Trust me, I guess.
okay.
And so he'll pop out with the shotgun and try and basically catch them off to where they can't really react without getting shot.
Okay.
So he's going to
accept
kind
it.
of like around the corner, use the stealth that he has, and then kind of pop out and be like, "Ah, easy there," as he sees them like
Oh,
scrambling.
I thought you were gonna shoot him. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, I don't think Matt's at a point where cold-blooded murder is really something he's cool with yet.
And we don't really know if the Spire's there. Maybe.
I mean,
I
I'm
do.
certain it's there, but it's more Matt's a normal guy. Shooting and killing two men in cold blood is not something he's super cool with.
It's instigated.
Okay, so you turn and you hold them at gunpoint, surprising the two of them that are
Yeah.
standing there. And their hands will go up and they will like look at you, like hands in the air style, like they're being assaulted by a cop.
Yeah. Be like, all right, easy. Nobody gets shot.
What do you want? They look at you with the gun, Matt.
He'll be like, Ben, come forward.
I come forward.
So yeah, you guys can walk up.
So do I see any weapons on them?
No.
You might want to pat them down. Well, yeah, go for it.
I use my one arm to pat him down. Is it spot
Okay,
hidden or something?
so yeah, it'll be a spot hidden.
54, which is a normal success.
Normal success. Okay. So
Or
yeah,
regular.
you pat one of them down. They have a knife, like a butterfly knife,
What is this?
which I don't think existed in the 1920s. But
Yeah, I was gonna say, huh?
but it does now.
Advanced.
And then you pat the other one down. He has nothing.
So you took the one
I'm
knife.
like, this is contraband. Put it away.
They go,
Who are you?
I am Tyler, and this is my.
I mean, we met a couple of them, but
but
I don't know. I don't assume it's one we recognize.
so, this is my compatriot Wendy.
Okay. I'm gonna need you guys to go and turn and face the wall and get down on your knees.
Okay. And they turn. They put their knees to the ground.
Who's the third guy?
That would be Kyle Moore.
Okay.
They say, like, trying to be slow.
And I'll whisper into Matt's ear. Should have them tell Kyle Moore to come out here like normal.
I got a
like,
sense we're running out of time.
well, it'd be nice
I'm
to
gonna
have
turn back and look at Ulysses.
So Ulysses is, like, still in the shadows, but he's, like, looking into the warehouse currently. Like, he's trying to figure something out.
Okay. So I think Matt's got them facing the wall.
Two of those cuffs.
It's a metal warehouse door.
It is.
I think hitting them in the back of the head to smash their head into the door to knock them unconscious is the attempt.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's
So like
fair.
if he kicks, if they're kneeled down, he kind of kicks them forward and they smack into the door.
Yeah, so with advantage for at least one of them.
Yeah, I think the second one might try to move after that.
Which one
but
are you aiming for? Just let me ask.
We'll start with Tyler.
Tyler. Okay.
Yeah. 60 even is a pass on my fighting.
Perfect. So I can say with relative ease, you kick Tyler and his head hits against it and falls unconscious. Wendy will turn and very quickly try to stand as like you have started the motion. So there's going to be treated as combat, but Ben can respond to that.
Okay.
I follow suit and kick her in the head as she's coming up.
Give me a normal brawl.
Hit it with a fucking leaf hurricane. Wow.
Straight up Superman draw.
Ugh.
Hard success for a dodge.
Well, I didn't pass. I got 38.
Okay, so she artfully dodged out of the way.
Crack. As I hit the
Combat will start between us three. So, Dex.
I mean, I have a readied gun that I intend to use, so
Oh.
175.
Okay. 175,
40.
40, and 50. So, 175.
Shooting that bitch.
Okay. So, give me a firearms roll.
I said he wasn't excited about it, not that he wouldn't do it.
I think it's a rifle one.
8.
Wow.
So an extreme
Jeez,
success.
Excellent. So, I believe shotguns do.
Oh, I do have it here. It's 46s. We get the dice from everyone at the table.
Oh, it's also an extreme success, so it's impaling. So, go ahead, roll.
Is it doubled or did I roll
It's
again?
double.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 22.
Okay. So you get to roll again.
Oh.
Roll twice.
Sorry. So not doubled. Or
Did I
roll
say double?
twice and double.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so 11 plus 12. So 23.
23. Okay. So, yeah, you turn it as the loud bang goes off as
I assume her skull splinters.
her body. Well,
What the hell?
I guess what were you aiming for? Just
If she was coming up, I figure he just lifted and fired.
okay.
So probably like
yeah,
upper
so
torso.
her head ceases to exist as it turns into basically blood mist.
All right, gotcha. Matt doesn't throw up. Actually, he's quite composed because I got an extreme success on the self-imposed con roll.
Pretty cool.
He's a little maybe mentally worried about the fact that he's so cool with it, but he can't think about that right now.
Different problem.
As he racks the
different time.
shotgun.
I've seen a lot of death, so nice shot.
Well, I think you're two flew over the cuckoo nest anyway. Matt just kind of like blows her apart and then turns the gun towards Kyle.
So Kyle's inside still.
Oh, right, because we didn't open the door. They just kind of came out. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Turn the gun towards the door in case Kyle comes out.
Gotcha.
And I'll be like, Ulysses, I think we're running out of time.
Ulysses goes, okay.
There's a murder.
He says, there's what, one more guy in there?
Yeah, Kyle.
All right, Ben.
Give me that knife.
As I
I will put it in her hand.
Okay. Hold on.
I'll put it in Wendy's hand.
Yeah, no, I see what this is. Just fucking playing the system. So Ulysses looks at you, Ben, and says, "All right, Ben. Once we step in, we start. So,
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
so Ulysses will grab the door and he's like, I'm gonna pull it open, and Ben, you got to start walking in, and then, like I said, just start putting your energy into that." And then he gives basically a wink to Matt.
Yeah, I
and says,
gotcha.
Let's do it. And he'll slide the door open. So, spot hidden immediately. Matt.
There's a boulder flying at you. 7. Dude, I'm on fire
Let's
right
go.
now. That's
What a finale.
another
I'm gonna be
16.
on fire.
So you see Kyle has hidden himself.
Not well, or well, probably well. But
Very well, actually. So well that you saw him because you guessed it. But he is currently up, kind of like up on the higher part of the warehouse. What would be like the scaffolding
Yeah.
of the warehouse. And he is waiting for someone to walk in. So you now technically have the drop on him. I mean, your shotgun probably won't reach it without like disadvantage due to range and also like stuff in your way.
what if I'm not necessarily trying to hit him, but I'm just trying to get him to be afraid of the fact that pellets are flying in his direction?
That would
Can
be
I just kind of
perfectly-
fire it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do I need to roll for that, or is that just a thing? Because I'm not really aiming at him. I'm just kind of
Roll me
Chance
an
to hit
intimidation
okay. That I can take.
because that's kind of what you're doing. Your variation.
48, not quite.
No, okay.
Push it.
So he doesn't move from his.
And I'll be like above.
Okay, he won't move, but he's going to stay in his mostly advantageous position. Ben, you ready? You going to walk in?
Yeah. So these guys are controlled, right?
Hmm?
As we're walking in,
Wait, what?
the creatures.
They were in control. Now we have the amulet, so they're not in control of these things.
Well, I mean, like they've been in control this entire time, right?
Yeah, yeah, relatively.
So do we have to destroy them?
They don't know that this is the time for the ethical debate, Ben.
Ulysses will say, "Listen, go in. Like we know what to do. Kyle won't be a problem looking at Matt, who just fired a round off.
Okay.
He's gonna cocks the shotgun again.
You gotta remember, all thoughts, malice. We want it dead. So you start walking in. So you give me a power roll, assuming you're going to do what he said.
I like to maybe roll over my sanity. It's a 6 to see if I will continue to thinking there may be not that malice.
Okay. You do what you think is best.
So I'm gonna go up to the crate because we haven't opened it.
So you'll start walking in, and you can either do one of two things. You can approach the crate. You can be. Matt has called out that where Kyle is, so you guys all generally know where he is. Or you can start the ritual like Ulysses said. Kind of up to you.
All right, so I kind of like hesitantly put my hand up.
Okay.
Does the amulet need to be in my hand?
Hmm?
The amulet needs to be on me, or does it need to be my
I
hand?
think it has to be on you. It has to be touching. It
Okay.
doesn't matter how. You can
So
hold
it's
it
on
in
my
your hand.
chest right now. So I'm just,
So you're gonna try? All
yeah.
right. Give me a power roll. Hard success.
61 is a fail.
61 to fail. You want to push? Same rules apply as always.
Do I want to?
I feel like we kind of need the spell. So even if you fail, the spell goes off. Otherwise, you just kind of don't.
So I'm gonna push it,
Huh?
but that creeping feeling of the creatures not actually being of malice and they're just being controlled creeps in. So whenever I cast it, it's not with the thought of malice to kill it.
Okay. So what is your intention then?
Maybe send it back home.
Okay. So give me another power roll.
81, which is a fail.
Failure? All right. You know the drill. Time to suffer some sanity. Well, it's not that bad that time, but you don't also have a lot of sanity. So
I have
has 3
6.
sound.
It sounds like I have 3 now. Like
So
earlier.
and then the casting of this spell is actually different than normal magic. So first and foremost, spend 1 magic point,
It's better than all of them.
and then basically now every minute you have to concentrate on this, it's doubled. So you're going to lose 10 power, which is doubled to 20. So you're going to lose 20 power as you begin this ritual.
36 power.
As you begin this ritual, Kyle will engage combat now. So Mr. still has a ready gun. Will go first though.
Okay.
So you can hold, you can shoot, you can do what you wish.
So I was gonna say, if I were to hold until he emerges, how does that work?
You'll just take the action beforehand because it's trigger finger, versus his motion. As long as his thing isn't also instantaneous or faster.
Okay, yeah, I'll wait till he emerges, and then I'll wait till I have a clearish shot, and then go for it.
Perfect. So yeah, he will, and then you can take your
Yeah.
shot. Because he'll stand up from the.
How far
scaffolding.
away is he? Just roughly?
Give or take, he's about like 20-ish feet, like up.
20-ish feet, so less than 10 yards. So he's not that far away. Okay. 15's a hard pass.
Hard pass?
Yeah.
All right. So you fire off another round of the shotgun as Kyle emerges and begins his
Take this, you son of a bitch! And then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. Okay. So you watch as bullets fly into him as you hear the sound of him going "Ah!" as he like takes the shot and like drops to his knee. I guess actually that's a major wound for him, so
I would hope anyway. Otherwise, I'm terrified of him.
He is an obstruction.
so he's awake, but he's dying effectively. So there you go. You blew him nearly to pieces. Next will be him though. So he's going to make a cast. He's going to force himself to do. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's 8.
Oh no.
So who wants to take the D4 from me? Someone's gonna roll me a D4, and that's how many people it affects.
I'll do it. Peter says.
4 is nobody. By that I mean it's just
A 1
one person. Excellent.
himself.
No, it's going to affect the guy who is performing a ritual. You, as you are standing there holding your hand out, and you feel like this energy leaving your body into that amulet, you feel immediately like something just hit you, like almost like a fucking train hit you on the side, and you will fly about 4 feet in the other direction off your feet onto the ground. Doing so, you also take 1 damage.
Not bad. Not bad.
I'm at 5 again.
But the
thing I
spellcast
took
is
that.
interrupted,
Okay.
so you'll have to start again. That being said, it's your turn.
Start again, Ben.
This is Or how many more of these I can do?
All right, ready?
All right.
You don't have to roll the power roll, but you have to take another double for your power. So 20.
I'm at 16.
This really is your only chance.
All right, so you feel that same energy go, and you see Ulysses, kind of like approaching you, and he puts a hand on the back of your shoulder, and it feels comforting for this moment. You don't know what he's doing, but you know that it's that. All right,
It is nice.
it is nice. Matt, your
It's a
turn.
nice hand.
So I see Kyle alive
He's alive.
is a word.
He's alive.
And he's up out of my reach, right?
Yeah, you can't grab him unless you were to
Well,
run.
he's like up on a scaffolding.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it reasonable for me to get to him, or is it he's too
Yeah,
far
you
out?
can. If you spend your most of your turn running, yeah, you probably get there.
Could I like reach him and I don't know, grab him and like
We can do
jump
that.
off the fucking scaffolding with him?
That's impressive. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, so I think Matt's gonna like up the stairs as fast as he can, and then he's gonna just tackle him,
Okay.
like to try and take him off the scaffold because he doesn't necessarily want to kill him if he can avoid it, but he does need to take him out of the combat.
Okay, so you tackle him off the
Yeah.
scaffolding. All right, perfect. So roll me a brawl, and you get an advantage because your build is bigger than his.
Okay.
He's gonna try to dodge.
16 is an extreme.
20 is a hard for him. So good job. So Matt runs up. You climb up this part of the staircase that leads up, and you tackle him straight off.
Yeah.
So you guys fly down and slam into the ground. Both of you taking. Where's my d6? Thank you. 3.
Okay.
So you watch as Kyle's head splits as it
Oh,
hits the
shit.
ground. Uh,
Well, you killed him.
It's okay. I didn't want to, but it wasn't necessarily something
Gravity
against.
killed him.
so yeah, and you took the damage, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool.
So I think Matt will no option. Matt's gonna throw up. As he just killed a second person, and he's gonna kind of roll off and be like, we're good.
Good. Excellent. So, as you say we're good, the crate bursts open, revealing
It was ruined.
the spire, the
Oh.
giant silver spire, standing about 10 feet ish tall now. There's a giant hole in the center of it. You, Ben, because you were looking directly at it as you
I
were
am.
casting the spell, can see inside of it. And inside there is this ever formless being that is constantly dissolving and reappearing as if out of mist. Like you'll see like uh, a combination of eyes and mouths that open and then they open too wide and then they start dissipating and then that mist falls and comes back up and does that over and over and over again.
A lot of eyes.
Huh?
Like a lot of eyes.
Eyes, mouths, you see pustules all over it. That is what you see inside of that. Now make me your sanity roll.
Well, we all know I have a lot of that. No, I'm not. With a 3. 42.
No microdosing.
No microdosing.
No microdosing. Excelente. All right. That'll be in a second. Matt, you watch as Ben gets like the 1,000-yard stare as he's staring into this. You can see actual, with your new aura reading ability, you can see actual energy coming off of the amulet that's on his chest from his hand. But it seems to stop again.
Okay.
And you are unsure why, but you can see that he's looking directly in that center spire. So, what would you like to do? Do you have an action before I commit Ben's death?
Spoiler.
I think the knife trick, right?
Okay.
It's our only move.
So you're going to stick the knife and the.
Yeah, so Matt will kind of like, run up. Like, not a third person, not a
So
third person.
beautiful.
As he kind of like stabs it into Ben's back and then, lights it on fire.
Okay. So yeah. So.
Come on, buddy!
Ah. So, let's hope. How much health do you have?
5.
5. All right. D4.
Oh, cool.
Plus
So
1.
I can't kill him. Oh, well. 3.
So 3 damage to you.
We love it.
And you feel a knife
Yeah.
stab into your back
Why?
that snaps you back to reality. And as it burns, you feel very clear-minded, much more than you have in many days. Whatever thoughts you were having before you started losing it, those are all there. They're all normal. You feel that way. You feel the warmth of Ulysses' hand on your back.
Come on, Ben.
Matt?
So with that, you have one more action, Ben, to complete this ritual.
So you said every thought I've had up to now is there, but I'm more.
You are as clear-minded as you could be in this moment.
Yeah, pre-insanity thoughts are back.
And
But you also know what you were thinking beforehand.
Yeah.
So now that I'm more sane, what's the creature look like now?
The creature
same?
is a mass that looks like if a worm opened mouths all over its bodies and grew like infected warts with eyes popping out all over it. And as it reaches the top, you realize that its body dissipates into mist and drops back down to
So it's a much
re-apparates.
more graphic and disgusting looking than it was when I was insane.
It's actually it's the same amount of graphic.
Oh, it
and
looked just like
It's just now you're seeing it more clearly.
yeah. Now
Oh.
now it looks like an actual monster.
To me, it looked like a deity. Now it looks like a pest that needs to be destroyed. So I'm gonna think, oh my god, malice-like, and then try to destroy it.
They're gonna try to destroy it?
Yeah.
All right. So you get a final spell casting roll. So roll me your power. You just have to pass.
Microdosing power.
Can Matt, not fully understanding, offer all the power that he like not power, but like all the magic points I have to help in some way, or is this more of him?
How much magic do you have?
11.
11?
I'll give him all of it.
All right. So that's 11. So you can add 10 for every 2. So it's
Add a advantage die for every 2.
Oh
add
my god.
10 power for every 2.
Oh,
It
every
increases
2.
actual power.
So 5. So you get 5. Or no, wait.
50. That's how it
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
So
I
you
was
have
like-
66. Ooh,
Better.
good number.
66 power. All right, I'm like back to wherever the hell
Matt
you
kind of like
need me.
raises his hand and it
All right, and
he
as
sees his
that happens,
aura.
I'm rolling. 39. 39, which
not quite a hard pass. But
So was the
still a
last thing
pass.
you said back to hell or wherever you're from?
yeah, I guess yeah.
Okay.
So 39, and I needed a.
Well, but it wasn't an intention.
Yeah,
Wait,
it is
hold on.
intentional.
Okay.
Hold on.
Goes back to Chicago.
And make sure is that a 9 or a 6? Because I'm bad
That's
at
a
that.
9.
Okay, cool.
It's
I
definitely a
have
normal pass.
2 power points, or no, 2 luck. Sorry, I can't push that.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Can I push it?
Why? You
Yeah,
pass.
go ahead.
Well, yeah, but it's not going to destroy it. Maybe, based on that description,
If you'd like to push it, you can.
I'm going to push it, and in the result, well, you can tell me what happens, right?
Say again?
So do I have to describe how I'm pushing it, or is this?
No,
this is
it's
the
a
one?
magic roll. You
Okay.
can push it for free.
I'm going to push it, saying I'll destroy this thing.
Okay.
I'm like really thinking that.
Perfect.
23, which is definitely a hard pass.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, with extra effort and force, you start coughing up blood as you lose 2 more health.
I'm at 0 now.
So you actually pass out during this.
Cool.
So
Your eyes like slowly
My
shut.
atrocities are no
so
longer
yeah,
valid.
so like so Matt, you forced all your will that you could to him. You see Ulysses doing the same. Ben, you push out this amount of force that you weren't ready for as like blood spurts out of your mouth and nose. And you watch as this spire is collapsed in front of you. Kind of like almost like a star collapsing. It is pulled into itself, and then you hear a loud cracking. And from that little orb that it's gone, you watch as it like cracks upwards, almost reality, as in
Right.
reality's cracking. And after a second, that it fades, and almost like a mirror, it just like starts to get smoothed away, and you are left sitting there on the ground. Well, you're unconscious. Matt, you are tired at the very
I mean,
least.
he'll run over to catch Ben.
Okay. So you run over and grab Ben as he falls,
Yeah.
and Ulysses passes out.
Like, all right, Ben. Well, I guess I'll try and catch Ulysses also. I'll have 1 arm to each.
That sounds like a dex roll.
Okay.
Who do you care about more?
29's a hard pass.
So yeah, you grab both of them. You're like, okay, hold on.
And I'll just kind of gently lower them both. And Matt probably falls, not like aggressively, but he probably, like, as he's lowering them, he kind of lays himself down with them. Just to sit, like, one leg crossed over the other. And he looks at what just happened. He kind of just goes in there and gets the trusty cigarette as he's like, oh, boy.
So make me a spot hidden, Matt, because you're the only one awake.
48's a pass.
Perfect. All right. So you see where it's gone. There are 2 small orbs, a white one and a black one. where it was.
Like permanently, or like are they? What do you say? Orbs? Are they like floating fixtures, or
Yeah, almost like that. It's looks just barely corporeal.
okay? So he'll stare at it. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's what you notice. You can do whatever you wish with that knowledge.
like look at them unconscious and be like, I shouldn't touch this.
I'll help you one more time. With your aura reading, you can tell that it's not that nothing in there is malice.
Oh, okay, cool.
It won't hurt you if you touch it.
I feel like now his magic power like points are out, so he like looks at him. He reads that last bit of aura, and then like the colors just go away.
It starts it
You
fades
can't
out.
read aura anymore. He's like, okay, and so he'll kind of go near it.
Okay. So what it looks like is kind of like a crystal ball.
Okay.
If that makes sense. It's kind of like cloudy, but you can just barely make out things there. If you touch it, you probably could recognize a little bit more.
Yeah, I think knowing it's not gonna kill him.
So you lay your hand on top of this orb, and as you do, the other one it just kind of like sucks itself into it, and you spend a moment where you're nauseous, as it feels like you're being thrown around, and you wake up on a familiar scene that Ben actually experienced before, where you are outlooking what looks to be like a metallic ocean, and you hear from behind you someone go, "Ulysses, Ulysses, come here."
I'll turn and look.
Yeah, so you turn and look, and another man is standing there, and they're both wearing what I described poorly last time, but astronaut suits, effectively. And he goes, "I found it. I can't believe we finally found it. There is more life in this universe." And you involuntarily stand up, and you hear Ulysses say, "So, show me." And you walk down to see this large, almost like crystalline mountain that is sitting on a almost tundra of ice, and you watch as the person in front of you walks up and literally like in a movie with a fucking chisel and hammer just click click as a big crack rolls up through, and as it does, and you both stare in awe as the crack opens, the spire breaks, and the creature's body that I described before, that like snake-like, worm-like body, reaches out and extends and turns into a hand as it grabs the person in front of you and crushes it and drags the person in. And you watch as, in a blind fury of tears and anger, Ulysses runs forward, and in a moment you feel something very powerful wash over you, and then in the second moment that is gone. And then you see that orb again sitting in front of Ulysses, and as he touches it, he sees back to where you guys are. So basically the start of where Ben and Ulysses met and then talked to Matt.
Right.
And that's where that memory closes, and then you come back to today.
And he'll look around. Is anyone awake?
Everyone's out cold. It's just you.
He doesn't really
Just
know.
you and the sounds of sirens.
He doesn't quite know what to do. I think he's going to go to Kyle's body.
Yep.
He'll take the gun that he stole from Ben and give it to him.
Okay.
And put it in Kyle's dead hand.
Gotcha.
And then I think he'll make a note. He'll write down, kind of the quick notes of what he remembers there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he'll just sit against the box and smoke, and he'll just wait for the cops to roll in.
So the cops will roll up, and you'll watch as cops who are armed walk in, and they look around, they see you and a bunch of bodies, and one of them walks over and says, "Hands up."
Nah, Matt doesn't protest. He puts his hands up kind of begrudgingly. Cigarette in the mouth still.
Yeah.
But
What happened?
how much time you got? All right, everybody, and that concludes our 4-part miniseries in Call of Cthulhu 7th Edition. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a fun experiment for us getting to learn how to do this. You can always look for more content kind of coming from us in the future. As always, if you enjoyed the episode, give us a like or a heart or an email saying how much you liked it or a pigeon. We'll figure it out. As just kind of one last goodbye, my name is Ryan yet again, and thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed.
Peter, thank you for listening, and I agree. I hope you enjoyed.
And I was Michael, the DM. Thank you all. Spooky music.
You should leave that in
spooky
instead of the
music,
intro for one episode.
Spooky music. Do 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 do.